You're just not, it's just, we're just not at Caroline's on Broadway, and neither is Caroline's. I'm so depressed. Lisa Marie Presley, rest in peace. I mean, because you need to rest on the truth. Did you see that?
All right.
We're live.
We're live.
We are so live, guys. Welcome, welcome. It's LASC Open Mic Night. This is what we do here. This is what we do. We are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's Manic Monday, Wacky Wednesday, and Funky Friday because we get funky. And we also encourage all of you who are poets, if you have something to read, if you are a singer, to please come down. We're located at 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard, and that's right here in Los Angeles. And you know something? We always start out with the biggest stars we have, and right now this guy is a hot one on HBO. Please give it up for the one and only Albert Linton from...
Whoa! Thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Clearly, one thing is clear from this point. You people don't have a life, do you? No, they ain't got shit to do. Well, welcome to the place where we do shit. Basically, if you ain't got shit to do, you can do it here. My name is Albert Linton. I'm good to be here. Actually, my real name is Albert Nathaniel Arthur Linton. I love it because the initials are A-N-A-L. Okay, that's anal for the slow folks. Looks like some of you are still spelling this shit in your head. You see now that A-I-N-I-A-I-L, what that spell? What is that nigga talking about? Oh, we at the comedy store. No, niggas. It only feels that way. We are live at LA School of Comedy on Santa Monica Boulevard. And where are we? We're not in Hollywood. Precisely.
Santa Monica.
We are in Beverly Hills. We are where the money is, bitches! That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to get to. I want to be where the money is. I don't want to be around poor motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you poor, keep stepping. Go on. We need Anno here for this. So, anyway, I had some stuff I wanted to talk about. Earlier, at a previous gathering, shall we say, someone was talking about positive things to say about money, as opposed to, the regular negative stuff that you might or might not hear about money. But some people get a lot of negative talk about money, and then other people have a lot of positive talk about money. And so the question is, the people who talk, how do they live? Each group. You got two groups. One is negative, the other is positive. If one is living the lifestyle that they want, then that one is successful, right? Do you agree? Do you speak English? Maybe I should start from there. Are you keeping up with me? Am I going too fast? Should I take off my clothes? Yeah, my dick is hanging down here. I'm just a normal black guy. I'm just a black dude. That's all. You fuckers are staring at me like I'm from Mars. Bitch, we didn't get there yet. So anyway, money. I want you to know I love money. And money is not cold. Money is warm. Money goes with anything, with a fur coat like Sunda has on right there, to a sweatshirt, to a t-shirt. Money fits all that shit. I love money. Money is the greatest invention of all time. All time. Money is God's direct way of touching you. Touching you. Saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. It's money. The more you have, the more love you get. No. God loves all of us the same. We can all accomplish the same things regardless of how much money we have. That's the key thing to understand. God's money is available. You can go and get it. You don't have to do any kind of stupid shit. You know who I'm talking to. You probably are not in this room, but I know you. And you know me. We were there together. So anyway, we'll say this. You can do the straight shit and still get money. Yeah, and I love it. Because I'm rich. That's what this shit is all about. I just love saying it. Oh man, I am rich. I am rich. I am rich. I am rich. Oh God, it feels good. I get up in the morning and go back to sleep. I say, fuck it. I go back to sleep again. I get up when the fuck I want to. I love my life, man. That's not what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was, this thing here. Sometimes my attitude gets a little screwy, and I start forgetting that I'm loved by God. You ever been like that? Like, you say, oh, I can't find God. I can't find that connection. I don't feel that positivity. Oh, things are going wrong. That bitch didn't blow me. Whatever the case might be, you know? Whatever your particular thing is, it falls under that umbrella, right? How much time do I have left? Am I done? Because y'all are scaring the hell out of me. The way you're looking at me. Let's see. Make sure there's a path so I can get out of here. I don't want to be like Chris Rock and can't get away. I want a path out this motherfucker if I gotta go. Because I ain't fighting shit. I ain't fighting nobody about nothing. Ever. Please. God, fighting is so stupid. Anyway. I mean, if you gotta resort to fighting to resolve an issue, you really don't have any imagination, do you? I mean, there's other shit you can do. So, you can start by, like blowing me or something like that. I'm always gonna go back to sex, okay? Just get used to it. I may be talking about God in one second, I'll be talking about my dick in the next. Right? It's up and down with me. I just live the way it comes, all right? And I'm good with it. Okay, so this is all about 36 personal development tips for a happy life. Okay? And then they ask the question. The question is, what does living a happy life look like? You ever thought about that question, anyone? Okay, this is still a comedy routine. Come on. Okay, I forgot. It's the school. Hey, dude, how you doing? I like your shoes.
Thank you.
Yeah, where are you from?
Culver City.
Culver City. Yeah, you look like you're from Canada. All right. I thought Canada for sure. Maybe I'm just under the influence of our Canadian friends in the back there who are here with us tonight. The last time I was in Canada, I was living on the East Coast. You have any idea how long that was? I know Sunda knows. It was back in the 70s. Back in the 1970s. Pussy was free. East Coast and West Coast. Didn't matter where you were. You could just get pussy. You want some pussy? Pussy was all like dick is now. You want some dick and nobody wants dick. Go away, dick. Go away. But back then, pussy. And pussy never got rejected because everybody wants pussy. Am I right, sir? Oh, yeah. See? He knows. Everybody wants pussy. How much time do I have left? Did I finish the one thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, Lace. Yeah, I'm on the HBO series, Lace. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's an honor and a pleasure to do that. Because I think of myself as an actor. I started acting in 1974 when I was attending Iowa State University in Ames, Iowa. And I fell in love with it then, and I'm still in love with it now. And I'm acting right this second. Everything I do is acting. I'm acting like a stand-up comedian. It's all about acting with me. So, anyway, the show is really good, and the women are hot. So are the guys. And I don't know why they invited me. I never saw myself as hot. But now I'm hanging around all these hot people, and I'm thinking, oh, fuck, I'm hot. What the fuck? Yeah, let me show my ass. Yeah. So you hang around the people you like, huh? I'm not hot. If I was hot, I'd be getting laid. I haven't been laid since 1979. Fuck all of you. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. If you're getting laid, I don't like you. I'm just kind of envious. So, in March, I'm going to take my first live comedy performance show here. It's Kimber Quest. It's going to be in this very room. So, it's going to be limited seating. And if I like you, don't show up. I want critics. I want to make the enemy laugh. I want to look in the barrel of the gun and say, fuck you! And then stick a flower down the barrel. You remember that image from TV? They used to show that shit all the time. That's an image that's painted in my head from watching too many news stories. Who was protesting something that the military was doing in some part of the world? And their answer was to walk up on a tank and put a flower down the barrel. I'm like, you one brave motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not sure even Martin Luther would have done that
Oh
shit.
my God.
He faced billy clubs. This nigga's walking up to a tank. Ah! Good thing I wasn't behind that trigger there, because he wouldn't be anymore. Hey guys, how y'all doing? I don't really give a shit, but I can't get on with my routine because these people came. Can we get you a chair? Okay, that's good. Go ahead. I'm going to fuck with them until they're done, until you finish, because they are now the routine.
Okay.
Come on in. Okay. Can we get you a chair, a drink? What about a watch? Maybe next time you get your ass here on time. Come on, come on. I told you they were going to become the show now that they're here, and I can't do my regular routine. Am I out of time?
You can keep talking.
Okay, so I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. Anyone else from the great state of Florida? Oh, it's a lovely place to be from. Lovely place to be from. I grew up in Jacksonville, which when I was a kid was a small, poor town, but now everybody knows it. Why? Why do you know Jacksonville, Florida? Anyone?
Duval County.
Okay, you've been to jail. No, I'm talking about our law-abiding citizens. Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars. No NBA fans here?
Football.
I mean, no NFL fans? They're the same thing to me. I quit watching them years ago. Yeah, I stopped after Michael Jordan. You couldn't be any greater than Michael Jordan. And then along came Kobe. So what the hell do I know, you know?
Right.
There's always going to be someone better, right? That's why it's never perfect, because it's always been improved. Like my act, as you can tell. It's under restructure as we speak. So back when I was a kid, Jacksonville was a poor town. My parents were poor too, but they were unusual. They kept me. Really, we were poor. Our watchdog ran away. Not that we needed a watchdog. If a burglar passed our house, we mugged him. One time a burglar broke into our house, all he got was practice. And a t-shirt with my initials on it. A-N-A-L. Stay with me, people, come on! It was rough growing up in Jacksonville. It was a bad neighborhood. I had to walk my little sister to school every day to protect her from the bad guys. My little sister was beautiful. She had very long black hair, but she wore long sleeves, so that covered it up. Thank you. The man had to be from Canada to get that. Slow-ass Americans. Thanks, Zach. That's it. Please, thank you very much. Please follow me on Instagram, Albert Linton Comedy, and friend me on Facebook, Albert Linton, Linton. I'm on TikTok as Albie with a number behind it. I don't do much TikToking. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if I'm not on set shooting a movie or making a TV show. This is the place for me. So if you want to see my performance, check it out. Come here. I'll be here. All right. Welcome.
We gotta do something where we get these people backstage passes. That's what you guys want to do, right? Be backstage, right?
Oh, y'all want to go backstage? Really?
We'll see what you can do.
Yeah, we'll see what I can do.
And listen, see what he can do. And listen,
We'll see what...
see what he can do. And there's a lot of people here that can do a lot for you. This guy comes to the stage, host here also, and is also the host of Fanatics Salon. I know I'm saying it wrong, but you ought to know him, and he'll know you. So let's carry on with the comedy of the one and only Shannon.
Give it up for Albert one more time. That was funny. From Florida, doesn't know the difference between the NFL and the NBA. Makes a lot of sense. Right? Also, he said he started doing comedy in 1974 at Iowa State. Does anybody know the nickname of that team?
The something Hawks, something maybe.
Corn.
Cyclones.
Yes, that's what it is.
And California has been bombarded with bomb cyclones here lately, which makes a lot of sense that you went to Iowa State, Albert. And that's where you started fucking comedy in 1974. I bet you were bombing in front of cyclones all the goddamn time. And now he continues to do it at the Comedy Store. What? What? And I'm in a really good place with my alcoholism right now. And I mean geographically, because I live directly across the street from the dialysis center. Come on, people, face it. Most of the cost is in transport. Crawl my ass over there, you know. Need 6 hours of potassium. The other day I caught my dog drinking from the toilet, so I took a piss in his dish. I call that yin yang. Right. If you guys believe in yin yang, you think that's a force at work in the universe, then you have to believe that old white people porn is incredibly popular with Asian teens. I only wear lambskin condoms. They feel more natural, man. You know, for the sheep. I recently wrote a hip-hop album for the mentally challenged. It's called Are You Down with the Syndrome? When you're funny, you get away with that shit. Oh, man. Alright, I gotta practice it, so let's do it. I never use my stupid phone. Lately I have, I guess, but it's the first time. So, you know, give me my dumb phone moment. And dumb phone moment. Fill it up with Sam Cooke. How about, I was born by the river in a little town. And like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming. And my love, you know it's gonna come.
God, I wish somebody would have told me when I was younger that all bodies aren't the same. Photoshop itty bitty models on magazine covers. Told me I was overweight. I stopped eating. What a bummer. Getting off carbs and I'm upset. If I could go back and tell myself when I was younger, I'd say I know Victoria's Secret. Mommy wouldn't believe she's
She doesn't know Victoria's Secret. Alright, I'm from Central Ohio. Woo! When it's this time of year, yeah, you walk out and go, whoa! No fucking doubt. Yeah, because I helped this motherfucker that owns Victoria's Secret build a heated marble driveway in front of his palace in New Albany, Ohio. Heated marble because the snowflakes melt. Alright? Okay? I also helped build like a library at the high school there that's named for him and shit. And why old Jax? Look, she's trying to be poignant, I get it. You're making a point about body issues and things like that. I'm behind some of that stuff. But do your fucking research. Alright? Because this is how Victoria's Secret actually started. In like 1958 or somewhere about, okay, there was a local entrepreneur in Chicago whose wife was named Victoria. She said that you should start a lingerie shop for all women. You know, just make sure that everybody has a choice at it. And he did it. And it became very successful. and Les Wexner, who owns The Limited, and that's how in 1960 he was a fucking multi-millionaire, now multi-billionaire because he keeps acquiring shit, right? Like every, billionaire. And he swoops in like the financial demon that he is, and he offers this guy $1 million for Victoria's Secret. In 1960, that's like $10-12 million. That ain't a bad deal. You know what I mean? Go ahead, take it. Flash forward 12 years, Victoria's Secret's worth hundreds of millions of dollars and a international sensation. All right. So he offed himself. He did like a garage thing with a car. Yeah, right. Point is, invented by a woman who ended up because of another crazy dude. Some dude killed himself. And also, she happens to say girls like me, which either means she is a valued customer of Victoria's Secret, which is hypocritical as shit if you're saying against it, okay? Or she thinks she could have been a Victoria's Secret model, and she's cute, but no fucking way. Okay? Alright? You are like doubling up on hypocrisy, Z generation. Fucking stop it. Learn history before you get fucking judgmental, sanctimonious, and self-fucking righteous. Okay? By the way, welcome to stand-up comedy. What has to be the most sanctimonious, self-righteous, okay, high horse sitting, soapbox standing, exercising narcissism disguised at a fucking art form that mankind has ever devised. And I'm so fucking proud to be a part of it. You have no idea. You got no idea. All right? I'm finally surrounded by a bunch of feckless pricks with less to lose than I got. And I'll tell you what, man, like that shit, that the Grinch's heart grows 3 times every time. You guys come to Fanatic Salon tonight, I will get you on half of your fee. Yeah, 3815 Saltail Boulevard. Shit show with Shannon O, 10 p.m. on Fridays, 7 p.m. is a Great Mike 2 on Thursdays. Take care.
Get up early to get you guys up early. And we have another host of another show. I think it was called the Clown House or the Fun House. If I said it wrong, it's okay. He's going to make fun of me anyway. And now you'll see why I thought you were him coming in before. And it's a long story. Let's give it up for Brendan Weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, brother.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. How you guys doing?
All right.
Good. Cinder's looking like Drake just a little bit.
Feel like it.
Yeah. Oh boy. How you guys doing? Good. I was just sitting in the corner over there. No space to sit. Okay. All right. So a lot of people say that people working for Amazon is modern day slavery. Right? I would like just to say no. Right? Like, at least you get nice fans. You know? But I was thinking about it. There is kind of modern day slavery though. You know, the World Cup. You guys know that? 6,700 people died making those stadiums. Right? I wonder if, one of those Qatari sheiks was ordering his slaves off Amazon. It's like, I need 7,000 Filipinos here now. It's like Fragile or stamped out of him, flown out the plane. Amazon Prime is just like a drone dropping Sudanese people off in their yard. Right. Light-skinned slaves come in those little white packages. Amazon Fresh, they come in really nice sneakers. All right, that's how. Yeah, fresh as fuck. Okay. After like post-sex, they always give like, compliments to each other. Like that was so hot and that was like so fun. I don't know about you guys. This one girl I was hooking up with said, "Where'd you get that dick?" You know, it's a nice compliment, right? You know, it's a nice compliment. But I was taken aback. I was like, is this a rhetorical question? It's not like it's a surprise. Like, oh, it's right there. I was like, been there the whole time. Like, I don't know. So I'm a teacher. This doesn't pay the bills, am I right? Am I right? It does not. Yeah, so I teach 7th grade math and science. Fuck. Yeah. It's a fucking drag, man. You guys are paying attention to me. That's nice. So I do this. I feel seen. Right? You shits don't care. Friggin', I teach in this little Mexican school in South Central. Right? I say Mexican because I am the tallest person there. Picture. It's like Gulliver's Travels in Guadalajara. All right. That's good. And the first week I was working there, me and a coworker decided to look up all the sex offenders in the area. Right? Turns out 400 in a 5-mile radius. Right? And there's an asterisk on a few of them that says in transit. So there's a bunch of like free-range sex offenders walking around. Right? So every day at the gate during dismissal around 3:30, I just open it up and I go, run! Run as fast as you can! I'm fear for their lives. And we have a guy who smokes meth on the front porch of the school. Right? He wears 2 pairs of jeans. We call him 2 Jeans. Okay? 2 Jeans is a real person. I wanted to make him the school mascot. They were like, no. 2 Jeans is crazy. He's like our Kramer, right? He's got some crazy antics. One day he decided to smear his own shit on his face and start screaming that he was God. Again, this is at 3:30 during parent pickup. And so there's a whole line of cars. And like, you know, the school where I work at has a big gate around it. So when we let him out, it looks like the detention center's escaping, right? And so we're trying to pile these kids into the car, and like he's over there in the corner screaming like the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park, ready to kill those kids in the kitchen. Remember that? Just arr, arr. We're trying to get the kids in like a NASCAR pit crew, being like, all right, you got your book bag, you got your homework, you got that weird cellophane wrapper, all right, and get in the fucking car, right? That was a long act out, I'm sorry. All I'm saying is that public education is a joke, okay? We even got the school liaison officer in on it, right? So I'll be at the board being like, all right, kids, turn to page 44. 2 Jeans, get out of the bushes. What's he up to now? Right? Sorry, it's a game. I don't know. You guys get lost on the internet all the time, right?
Yeah.
TikTok is poisoning our souls and shit. I found a glimmer of hope, though. I've been watching videos of a guy play piano to elephants. Oh. It is the sweetest thing, let me tell you, all right? Because him moving that piano all around that nature preserve is the funniest thing to think about. He's got it next to a river. I know for a fact there's like 65 Bengali guys just standing behind him, just like waiting for him to wrap up, you know? He's in the middle of Claire de Lune and the fucking elephants crying. I just know the people on staff are pissed. Want to go home to their families. I don't know. Watching animals get music played to them. I watched this guy play harmonica to cows. I think that was nice. Right? You know, it's inspired me, except my neighborhood now hates me that I decided to play tuba for the dogs, right? That's what I chose to do. So I don't know how you guys are doing. Are you guys just spiraling? Anybody? Just spiraling all the time. I don't know. Been thinking a lot about therapy lately. I haven't done it in a while. You guys been in therapy? Who's in therapy? I don't know. Because we're in like a mental health crisis, right? We're in a mental health crisis. That's what they say on the news.
Right.
And there's a lot of talk about defunding the police. And we saw how that happened this year, right? We saw that. And I think the government should create a new branch of the military just dedicated to therapists. Wouldn't that be a reasonable solution? Can you imagine what that emergency response team would look like, though? Just a bunch of nerds jumping out of a helicopter like, go, go, go! How can I support you? Roger, roger. We have Birkenstocks on the ground. You make your Zoom meetings way more interesting. Are you manifesting, Susan? Sir, yes, sir! Drop down and give me 30. Positive affirmations. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I don't know. I'm getting really tired of this performative activism, though. Yeah, I see it. You don't look at me, neckbeard. You had a blackout square June 2nd, 2020. We all know that. Everybody did it. Everybody did it. I don't know. When are we just going to burn it down? When are we just going to burn it down? Right? I remember when Black Lives Matter had their first rally, right? We were all excited for it, right? We all got, I bought new shoes for that shit. I went to the big one on Hollywood and Highland, right? It felt more like Coachella, you know what I mean? Like, it was a little bit different. They are handing out cans of CBD soda. I'm like, this is nice, right? We're fighting for justice, you know. But then you realize where everybody actually stands, you know, because we got down to Santa Monica Boulevard, right, the big procession, and then there's a black homeless man, pants around his ankles, jerking off towards the crowd. And you just gotta think all the white people, you, are just standing there fighting for our rights as black people. I'm half black, right? And just as he started lurching forward, right? And then a sea of white people made space for him like he was some dick-wielding Moses, right? He just flapping it. You know how tense those 8 minutes and 48 seconds were? Where is he? Right? Where is he? He's right back there. Thanks, guys. My name is Brennan Weeks, B-R-I-N-A-N. You can find me on all platforms, and I host Outside Jokes Comedy on Mondays down in Hawthorne. Come out. Thank you so much. Bye.
That's right. It's called Outside Jokes. I'm just trying to remember on the inside. I know you have to set up for your show. I'm going to bring up the female that keeps this place going when I'm not here. Let's give it up for Sam.
Yeah!
Like, this is not in order. Don't worry, I got this. Suck my dick. That's comedy. Suck my dick. I wish I had a penis so bad. So fucking bad. Why is it on the inside? Does yours bleed too? The penis? Oh my god, why is it on my penis? A baby, a Jewish baby, be like, oh my god, why is it blood on my penis? I'm Jewish. Does anybody know that there's actually a specific job for a person who cuts the foreskin? Like, that's his, he's a moil. Like, that's what it's called. That's all he does all day. Dude, Catholics don't even have that. That's a recipe for a fucking disaster. Also, I know I'm only wearing one pair of jeans right now, but I'm okay. Because I totally would, like, put shit all over me and be like, no, it's about God. No, seriously, I saw a TikTok about it, and it's like it's gonna bring me into my past self. You know what I'm saying? Because I look like that, but you don't know me, so that could be true or that could be false. Like, you don't know the last time shit was on my body. You know what I'm saying? Could have been when I was a baby and I shoved my onesie onto the back of my neck. It could have been then, or it could be right now. You don't know, because I work at Bath & Body Works, so I can cover up any smell. Just kidding, because one time my manager had to tell me that I smelled. She pulled me aside, she's like, can I talk to you in private? By the way, Marissa's here. I go,
She goes, it's just Marissa. Just Marissa. Marissa's a whole other person. And a ginger, for you know what I'm saying? It's like Marissa. And she's like, yeah, you smell. And I was like, okay. I hear you, and I will take that with me for my entire life and never stop thinking about it. Bath and Body Works is actually, we used to be owned by the same guy that owned Victoria's Secret. And I've heard that song too. I just feel like she could have thrown Bath and Body Works in there, could have hit a wider audience, in my opinion. And she's like, I know Victoria's Secret, girl, you wouldn't believe. She never takes baths, and that's how her body works. The vagina is self-cleaning. Please don't put shit in there, even though it's pretty and cute. Your pussy is power. And I'm writing this right now. One time, I had pink eye four times over. I said one time I had pink eye 4 times. That's a bit much. It was 4 times I had pink eye over the span of maybe 3 weeks? I don't know. I'm looking at everyone like someone's new. Yeah. I'm looking for help and it's like nobody can relate. That's crazy. One of bitch is like nobody's like me. It's like no one is like you. One time I told this man right here that I eat Q-tips off the ground. He believed me. That's who I am. That's who I am. Because let's be real. Let's say we're in an escape room, right? And the clue says somebody eat a Q-tip. And we're all in this room. You're gonna look at me and go, you're colorful. You know what I'm saying? You look like you eat a Q-tip. You talked about your fucking period. Eat that Q-tip. Eat it. Eat this tampon. That's crazy. That's a crazy. Here's how I would describe my freshman year dorm room in 4, 5. We'll see how many words. I know, period. Oh my god, that was crazy what I just said. Do you get what I just said? I went like this, and then I said period, like you guys were like a splash zone for my period. That's what that joke was in my head. I shouldn't have said it, let alone twice. Papa, can you hear me? I've never seen Yentl, still haven't seen it! But you believe me if I said I did. You would never guess it. You never go, oh, what was your favorite part of Yentl? You know what I mean? People be like, were you in Yentl? One time this guy said that if he chopped off my whole body and just saw my face, I would look Jewish. I was like, why couldn't you just say my face looks Jewish? He doesn't look like a Jew. I met his mom, he's Jewish. But he's Hitler's wet dream, but he's Jewish. He's a fucking Utah born. No, I'm kidding. I was just in Utah. So I can make jokes about Utah. Body issues. Bath and Body Works makes body issues. I mean, it does. If you smell bad, someone's like, you don't smell like fucking sweet pea. It's like, no, I don't. You know, sweet pea, I don't, bitch, cunt. I smell like bitch cunt. Your face about to smell like bitch cunt. Bitch cunt. My dad told me not to do that, to just say curse words. And he was like, maybe you should write jokes. And I was like, maybe you should. Who knows what I'm going to say to my dad? Guess. No. Look at me and make a guess.
Suck my dick.
Dad, you should go to therapy. Always. I used to do this thing when I would be in a fight with my parents about something. They're like, you should clean your room. I'd be like, at least I didn't vote for a fucking pedophile 2 times over! At least! I voted for Biden. I couldn't even vote for the other. They didn't even vote for the one. All I can say, like all I have to my name is I voted for Joe Biden. That's all you need. Dude, it's sexy, am I right? If he talked about his tragic past story, he totally would have gotten more votes. Why didn't he do his fucking, why didn't he America's Got Talent audition for America's Got no fucking nothing? What? America's Got Joe Biden. That's gonna be a great show for when he loses and he's like, well, America had Joe Biden. I can't do an impression of him. I don't know anything about him besides his tragic backstory, because that's what I do with celebrities. Politicians are celebrities. I recently saw a clip of a politician vape in the fucking courthouse.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never felt more patriotic, I swear to fucking God. We will do what we want. We will do what we want. No taxation without representation. no vape silencing. Anybody else have flight attendants come up to you and go, ma'am, what were you doing in the restroom?
Yes.
And I said, vaping. She goes, that's illegal. I said, bitch, you're blonde. And there's two of you, and you're standing up, and I'm sitting down. I'm uncomfortable. This is my sister. You know this is my sister? No, I actually just said, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Is there anything I could do? I'm so sorry. Tell the pilot I'm so sorry. When they talked to my parents, I was like, what the hell, Southwest? What the hell? They're going to see this, and they're going to be like, okay, we're going to send you that fine. But that just means that this went viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone who's so worried about being canceled is like, you should pray that you're going to get canceled. You know what I mean? Everyone in here has a cancelable thing. But nobody is walking out. Nobody gives a fuck. Once they give a fuck. Oh, okay. Everyone's like, I can't be famous. All my news are out there. It's like, bitch, first of all, nobody's gonna want to look. You know what I mean? And then if they do, it's like you're giving children self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's awesome. That's awesome to have your nudes out there. Every kind of nude. You know what I'm saying? Let's take off the skins. Just skin. Just skin. Just all kinds of skin. That's stupid. Speaking of body issues, I was in group therapy 3 times. Whoa, no clap. Okay. Holy shit. What? You wouldn't like me if I hadn't been to group therapy 3 times, okay? You wouldn't like me after group therapy 1.5, okay? You should have seen me after group therapy number 2.6. One time I had a deaf therapist in group therapy, and we were all wearing masks, so she could not lip read. And it was a great practice of the skills we were using. You know what I'm saying? It was like every time I had to be like, okay, I feel unheard. I'm gonna work through it. I'm gonna work through it. I was like, yeah, I took myself to the hospital. Like, I just, you know, there's shit, whatever. And she was like, does anybody else want to share? And I was like, girl, I can't right now with you, Rosie. Okay. Also, sometimes group therapy would get boring. Not like eating disorder boring, like that's high school, you know, like that's middle school, you know, like that's elementary school, you know, that's preschool. That's like me being in my mom's womb and pulling on the umbilical cord, like, no more, please. I'm trying to be born skinny. Cutting me off. I was like, no. But, okay, here's some things about me. I think all trash on the street is a used condom ever since I saw that for the first time. And then my brain went, nothing's safe anymore, I guess. The sidewalks aren't safe. I'm turning to my dad. Oh, can't walk anywhere. Flip-flops are going to get you pregnant. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid. I forgot to finish a sentence. And then, yeah. What was boring about group therapy was someone was in group therapy for their diabetes. Imagine. Just imagine for me. Just imagine for me. Like, there are groups for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that shit. Your insurance, anyways. My name is Sam. It's been really good to be here tonight. Thanks everyone for coming. You can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH, or you can find me here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, bye.
Going with the comedy of the one and only Henry Lass. I'm here. You.
Sam dog. Fuck you. I tried to give you a fist bump and you thoroughly clamped down.
I'm sweating.
That sucked. When is MLK Day soon? When is it?
Monday.
When's Jackie Robinson Day?
Every day. Every fucking day.
It's not every day, Albert, and you don't know when it is, and I fucking got you there.
Well, if you love Jackie Robinson and you know what he stands for, then you celebrate him.
Albert, let me do my fucking set. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
For fuck's sake. I literally, I just wanted to tell a joke that I wrote in class about, I was gonna praise him. I was gonna say, we all know MLK Day, but MLK does not have 200 stolen bases. Like, what are we doing here? You know? To find out his stats, I was, reading the Hall of Fame's site for, the stats, and I saw a quote from MLK. It was a cool quote. It said, Jackie Robinson made my success possible. Without him, I would never have been able to do what I did, which is pretty badass.
Yeah.
And then there was a quote I saw below it in bigger font, which was much less badass, that you could just tell was written by like an older white guy sportscaster. And the quote said, "He could hit and bunt and steal and run. He had intimidating skills, and he burned with a dark fire." What the fuck does that mean? They're like trying to be like artsy with it. He was intimidating. Especially at the time, no one had ever seen a player like him before. He burned with a dark fire, whereas all the other people burned with a more clear fire. Should I do Captain America on the public bus?
Okay.
Alright, so Captain America, Unfrozen, in 2011, he gets onto the public bus, and then he's just like, "I don't know how you got up here." That's it. That's it. You all knew where I was going. Don't be surprised. Come on. You look way, what's your name? You look way too put together to be here.
Bridget, my name's
Hi, Bridget.
Hi.
I don't know, I just never met her. Like, she looks, where are you from? Where are you from, Bridget?
South Africa.
Damn. Like, Cape is, the only part I know is Cape Town.
Yeah,
There we go. Guess one of one. It's crazy, like, South Africa has white people, and you would just never know they're, like, African. You know, but they're not, like, African. Like,
Young fucker.
this is the way, just like, I don't know, like, you don't see, like, South Africans, like, no South African is winning fucking gold medals at the Olympics, you know? Let's be real, alright? Bro, not as many as Ethiopia, come on. Is anyone here doing a class? Someone teaches a class,
Yeah.
right? Are you taking the class?
Yeah.
You pay?
Do you pay?
Yeah, like for 10
Did you
minutes.
pay me? Did you pay me today?
I'll Venmo in like a fucking... Bitch, you don't think I got money? Fuck you. I'll move on.
You actually.
Why are you... Wait, you're logged into Sunda's Venmo now?
Somebody has to.
Jeez.
I'm not.
We're not logged in.
We're not.
You're not logged into Sunda's Venmo? What the fuck are you talking about? Alright.
I just knew. I didn't even. I bullshitted.
Alright. What's your name, bro? In the front.
Adam.
Adam. Where you from, Adam?
Granada.
What is that?
What is that? North Valley.
Yeah, what's that?
Valley. Oh, what's
Okay.
it like? Or
Yeah,
what?
what's that like?
It's a normal neighborhood. Multi.
I was from a normal neighborhood. Multicolored?
Yeah.
I was from a normal neighborhood, but it was not multicolored. It was very Jewish, which is, like, crazy, because I got to LA and I was like, wait. I mean, it's cool when you go to comedy clubs, because you get a little bit of it, but then you're like, wait, there's not many Jews here. This is crazy. I'm like a minority. My grandma died recently. It's cool. It wasn't like the good one, so it's fine. When she dies, I'll be distraught. You know, like when she dies, it'll be a problem. But until then, we're calm. All right. No, it's like she was a very difficult person when she was alive. Kind of, like, for example, she absolutely hated my grandfather's parents, so much so that she refused to be buried with them. So now my grandfather can't be buried with the rest of his family because of his wife. Like, kind of crazy. And like, it was interesting seeing everyone go up to do like the eulogies. Like, you know, you sugarcoat it a little bit. You know, what do you say for a difficult person? Oh, they're really nice. You know, they're a really nice person. You know, they had a kind heart. Like, that's like the least you say about someone. Like, they're kind. You know, like, oh, Peter would go out to the club and play tennis and socialize, whereas Randy would kind of stay in the house a lot more often, and it was a lot harder to get to know her. You know. And all the thing is, like, all their friends are old. Like, they're like, so even though they'd only lived in Boca Raton, Florida for like 5 or 10 years, she's buried there because it's like, oh, how will Marjorie get to the funeral? You know, we know he has a bad hip. And Richard doesn't like to travel. Like, come on, how are we going to get them there? Let's see. I'm going to... Oh, no, it's being filmed. I don't want this.
Oh my
Do it. No. I was going to do, like, a Forrest Gump thing where my thing is that I feel like there was definitely a point in time where Tom Hanks was doing charity work in order to get in character for Forrest Gump. Like, he was going to, like, homes and, like, asking the kids, like, can you say Jenny for me? Like, can you say, hey, buddy, I brought my friend Jenny. Say hi to her. Hey, Jenny. Can you say that one more time? Yeah. Alright, I watched it recently. It's a fucked up movie, alright? You guys are weird as fuck for liking it so much, alright? Like, y'all literally said, oh, it's better than Pulp Fiction. So the plot of this movie is, right, he has autism, which is, like, the kind way to say it. I think they just call him retarded. Or no, they call him special. It's nice. But basically, like, there's this one girl he's in love with, and then eventually he loses his virginity to her at 50. It's like the 40-year-old virgin, but different. And that motherfucker just starts running. You remember that? He loses his virginity, and that motherfucker immediately just starts running. Which, of the movie, I think it's one of the more realistic parts. Like, given, like, they did specify he did take breaks during the running, but, like, of the movie, I think it's way more realistic that this motherfucker just started running. But then... Okay, my thing is like, oh, Jenny sent him a letter, right, to get in touch with him? This motherfucker's a public figure. He has his own company, for fuck's sake. You sent him letter. You sent him a letter in order to... You didn't try calling? You had his son, and you didn't try calling. And then you come back to him, and you're like, I watched it recently. She says, in sequence, will you marry me and I have AIDS? Like, you didn't have to say them immediately after the other. It doesn't look... It's not a good fucking look, man. Like, no matter what way, she AIDS trapped him. I'm sorry. Like... Alright, it's a weird fucking movie, and y'all liked it more than Forrest Gump. You're dumb. Or more than Pulp Fiction, which was dumb, alright? What do I want to end on? We all have a price. I've said that on this stage before. We all have a price. Right? Oh, fuck, I don't think I'm gonna have time for this, but I'll do it anyways. So I got a DM recently from this weird guy. And he was just, and this is what it said. I'll read it.
Yay.
No, I don't have time, fuck it. I'm gonna do a quick punchline. I'm only 20 years old, my name's Henry Laz, and sometimes I like to go to a restaurant, I like to eat out, but I'm only 20, I can't order a beer, you know? And I found that the best way to do this, especially in Los Angeles, is if you go to a Mexican restaurant and they ask for your ID, you could just ask for theirs. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Henry Laz. TikTok,
A good set. And we're gonna keep the comedy going with Michael Mooney, guys. Come on, let's do this. You wanna pay attention so you get on their shows. I don't know how long I'm gonna stand here.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? You guys good?
All right.
This is the weekend. What the fuck you guys doing here? This is comedy time. Let's laugh. Distracting ourselves from the world falling apart. This is awesome. A little bit about me. My name is Mike Moody. I grew up with my grandparents. Growing up with your grandparents is very interesting, man. Growing up with your grandparents is the only time you get beat and then you ask them if they okay. You're like, are you alright? I hear you wheezing. I don't know, man. Growing with your grandparents is a very interesting space, man. It's a very interesting space to have like older people be the people who grow you up. You know what I mean? Even if you have like older parents, because they're like skeptical of shit. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like the skeptical because it made me like a fucking almost like a conspiracy theorist a little bit. Like I don't trust shit. You know what I mean? Like when Barack won, my grandparents was like, I never thought I'd see a president who was black. And now I'm like, I never thought I'd see a president who couldn't stay awake. It's crazy. Do we have a president? I just want to make sure. Check in with me. I just want to make sure this guy's alive. Like, I don't know. He just be chilling. It's weird to have like AI and all these things exist, and then like we have all this technological advances, and like we have the oldest fucking president we've ever had at the exact same time. Isn't that weird? That's weird as shit, I feel like. You can't stay up, you know what I mean? You have Grandpa Pickles for president. This is crazy. From Rugrats. This shit is absurd. You can't even ask him any modern problems because he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like trafficking. You can't ask him about trafficking. He's Grandpa Pickles. The last time Grandpa Pickles was in charge, at least 6 kids went missing. You know? What the fuck is he gonna do about it? I don't know. What else happened in the world? We had Tory Lanez going to jail. Are y'all familiar with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion's problems? I'm impressed in the white people in the crowd. You guys know? That shit divided the black community for a little bit. That was like the OJ verdict, but just for us. We were all divided. All the women were like, he did that shit. And every black dude was like, I want to see her foot. I don't believe it. I'm not sure. I knew he was going to jail when she went to go get She-Hulk to be her fucking lawyer. I was like, holy shit. He's going to jail. I don't know, we flip-flop with those type of things. I believe her. Like, I think that shit happened. I just think that it was funny the way it happened. Because black people flip-flop with shit. You know what I mean? And then he got, like, the verdict and he was guilty. And black women were like, see, I told you the system works. And George Zimmerman was just watching that shit at home, eating popcorn. And I was like, that's odd. I told you the system works. All right, that was too intellectual. All right, so he was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Anyway, Harvey Weinstein was found guilty. Did you hear about that? You guys did, right? It was a lot of distractions. We didn't pay attention. It did happen. They talked about it for like 15 minutes. But no, I mean, and people were like, yeah, you know, like, he's a predator, like, his movie should get taken down. And I was like, he's not in the movies. Like, that's not how that works. You can't get rid of a whole production team because of one person. If that was the case, we wouldn't have any Disney movies. You know what I mean? One guy was just out here being weird. Because Disney movies are overtly racist, if you guys don't remember them. But you can't just get rid of the movies. What you got to do is you got to make up for them in the movies. You got to make up and put the diversity in the movies. That's how you fix the sins of the company. You know what I mean? Like by like Avengers 6, it's going to be all black and Latino. Can you imagine that? Them showing up to the battle late. They're like, oh, all right. I think he's gone. We would have been here on time if I had to pick everybody up. This is crazy. Oh, you niggas got powers and nobody got gas money. This shit is... This is odd. I don't know. I live in Culver City. Yeah. I like Culver City. Culver City's like Pleasantville. I love it. I always feel out of place, even when I'm not doing drugs. I'm just walking through like, what the fuck? Everybody's like happy. And like when I first moved to Culver City, it was like the week of the riots. So when I moved in, it looked like I was there to check on all the white people on the town. Like I was there to monitor. Like I was some type of special police force or some shit like that. But no, I found out that like all the white people who had like the love is love signs up and stuff like that, and like come as you are, like those are like the scariest white people in the town. Somehow, I don't know why they were the ones that were the most afraid. But everybody who had like you know, they Trump shit up or whatever, they were the cool people. They were the cool white people. I don't know. We were like defending the police. I was like, cool, fuck it, why not? I feel like white people treat cops like certain black people treat Jesus. They're like, yo, he hasn't done anything for me personally, but it's nice to have him around, you know? For holidays and award shows. We need that safety, amen? Anybody dating? Dating on apps? So who's in relationships? Let's start with that. Okay, no weird motherfuckers, sad motherfuckers. All right. Dating is weird these days, man. I swear to God, it's weird, man. I was talking to this one chick on a dating app, and we like started talking on the phone, and she was like, one day, when we're comfortable, like, maybe one day I could like, peg you. And I was like, what? So maybe one day, like, we could have anal sex. And I was like, that's my line. I'm supposed to say that. I'm the guy I'm supposed to bring that up. What the fuck you bring that up for me for? So I just imagine on the phone every time she called me with like a strap on ready to go. She's moving too fast for me. I can't. What the fuck is going on? This is weird. I can't. I don't know, man. This shit is weird. I like arguing. Arguing gets things done, actually. Like, we act like they don't get things done. You know what I mean? Arguing is dope. Like, have you ever been, like, when you're with the person and then, like, they're ready to argue and then you stop arguing? Like, you tell them that they won already and they feel fucking dissatisfied. They just are dissatisfied and they get to fucking argue with you. It's like if you, took like a Olympic team from another country and put them on a fucking plane and took them to the country for the Olympics, and then they got off the plane and you just handed them the gold medal and they were like, this is not how I wanted this. I trained all summer for this. I'm looking for black love. I was dating this white chick for a while. It was fun. Cultural differences. Do you know that if you date a white chick as a black man and you get a haircut, she doesn't notice? That's such a big part to black men's society. Like, get your haircut. It's a big part. It's a big part to feel that fucking self-esteem. Like, yo, I got my hair cut. You know what I mean? Just mid-dinner, she's just like, you look different. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm gonna leave this bitch. She don't understand. I don't know. We've all seen, like, I know what black love is. We've all watched the Habib show. Like this. I'm looking for that shit. I don't know. One time, I know this shit's a little bit different. I got you. I know. And then the thing is, it's just different. It's just very different these days. Like, the whole shit is like switched up, and I don't know where I stand. You know what I mean? I was on Pornhub one day, and the dude it was like a black couple fucking, because, amateur porn is the best porn, Fuck all the theatrics, you know what I mean? But he had a bonnet on. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He had more satin on than her. I was like, this is not what I thought this was anymore. I don't know. But you gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not the fucking most masculine man in America. I know that. You know what I mean? So sometimes but I'm black, so I sit there and I watch black issues, and I watch, Dr. Umar talk about like black issues and what black masculinity is, and he's like, the black man is the most emasculated man in America. But I'm like taking care of myself because it's Saturday, so I'm like sitting there with like a beauty mask on my face, and I'm like, I feel singled out, bro. This is fucked up. Thank you guys so much. At night, Moody91 on Instagram. Thank you guys.
funny. I just need some hormones up in here just for a second. That's why I'm trying to pronounce this name. I'm going to say it wrong because we got two Bridges in here. And the first one is Bridget Dahl, is that correct?
I'm not going up. I just put I thought I just had to.
Oh, just had to. Well, then we're going to bring up Brigitte. Am I going to say the South
Yes.
African really?
Yes,
Hello,
that's
darling. Let's do this. Come on. Yes, let's give it up for females.
So the first thing most people notice about me is that I have an accent. And no, it's not British or Australian. It's actually South African, because that's where I'm from. So why do you think, while you Americans were playing silly kid games such as Hungry Hungry Hippo, I was actually competing against real ones for food and water? Why do you think the best runners come from Africa? Because all the slow ones got eaten? So I went to an all-girls school that was 12 years long, and it was a German school. That's 12 years long. That's 12 years of being stuck in a remake of a Mean Girls movie. Ava Braun edition. And if you don't know who Ava Braun is, she's the woman who went down in history as being the woman who went down on Hitler. Now, another fun fact about South Africa is that while you Americans had sex education in grade 9, we had sex education in grade 3, except in South Africa we call it rape and HIV/AIDS awareness education. A traumatizing introduction to sex for an 8-year-old, which began when my teacher, Miss Brown, unveiled her anatomically correct adult human-sized rape doll. Let's call her Ruth. And Ruth the rape doll. So on that day we had to practice inserting and removing a female condom on said Ruth. What is a female condom, you ask? Just watch the bank robbery scene from the movie Heist. Stocking caps meets stick him up. One sec. So keep in mind that as an 8-year-old, I had never even seen my own vagina. But there was Ruth's, and she was staring at me with her dead plastic eyes. And when it was finally my turn, the female condom across all she had was completely stretched out. It was like a new species of deep-sea jellyfish I discovered right at the very bottom of the Mariana Trench. That's the deepest part of the ocean. And if that wasn't bizarre enough, my teacher said that she wears a female condom every single time she goes running. I had so many questions. So running doesn't just prevent cardiovascular disease, but unwanted pregnancy? But wait, I did say that we have the best runners in the world because the stakes are too damn high. In the South African Olympics, first place means you make it home safe. Second place means you're wearing that fucking female condom. Third place, you better watch out for that hippo. And hey guys, if you thought you guys were off the hook, we even have a special condom just for you. I call it the penis fly trap. And what that is it's an anti-rape device, which looks like a female condom, but it has hooks inside. And once inserted into a vagina, it traps the perpetrator's bush viper like the jaws of life, but in reverse. And this is probably why it is the most feared of all anti-rape devices, because no man likes sticking around just to talk and cuddle when they're done, right? For all you single ladies out there, this is how you trap a man and keep him. Rest assured, I am so glad that I'm in the United States where I can go running wearing my latex on the outside of my body when I go running, not the inside. Well, most of the days anyway. Thank you, my name is Brigitte, and I gotta run! Oh, you can find me on Instagram at BIRGITLUDEMANN. I'll follow you back. Thank you.
Thank you. Looks like a bathroom break. Is that what happened? Kind of, sort of. That was nice to see a woman going up, right? Yes, that was so much fun. So Adam, you're watching too? You're watching too. All right, Adam's watching, which is great because sometimes we're here with my ear. Let's do this. Let's do this.
I'm sorry, Amir. I gotta grab my cup.
Go grab it, bro. Hell yeah. Anybody else need to grab anything? Or leave like I did? This is karma right here. Should not have gone to the restroom. No, go ahead.
Sorry.
Have a good show.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Sons is the best.
Yeah.
I can't say anything mean because I might go to Fanatic Salon later, so I was like, don't want to piss anybody off in this town. How y'all doing? Okay, calm down. Hey, what do I say? I don't know what to do. Okay, alright. Standard, no standard. Who cares? What's up? I'm gonna drag it out, I don't care. 10 minutes, dude. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know. I've been doing 5 minutes for like
Years.
I can just like stand up here. It's nice. It's pretty good. I miss being a kid. Oh. It was fun. I used to get congratulated for dumb things. Like finishing my dinner, it was sweet. My mom was like, "You finished your dinner?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." The whole thing. Even the broccoli. Now I'm like, "Mom, I finished my dinner." And she's like, "Why are you still here?" Why? I was like, but you said, you told me. She was like, "Me and your father have told you. Keep coming here, we have to call the cops." Lied to me. I'm not mad at I'm just mad at the lie. Don't lie. Nobody cares now. Nobody cares. I buy my own food, I cook it, I eat it, I clean the dishes. Nobody cares. It's not true. It was a lie. I don't appreciate being lied to. So when I have kids, I'm not going to lie to them. I'm going to treat them with respect. I'm going to love my kids. My little daughter, when she comes up to me and says, "Daddy, I finished my dinner," I'm going to hold her precious face, look her in her eyes, and say, "Nobody cares." And she'll be like, "I'm 4." And I'll be like, "Dude, Mom didn't even want you, man." I pressured her to get pregnant. I thought parents didn't love me. Maybe you will. Turns out, no. So the cycle continues. I was worried that it was going to be too dark, but all right. All right. Now for some upbeat stuff. Some happy jokes. I like Fun Dip candy. Yeah. Excellent, Willy Wonka. Great job. Except the stick. Bland. Tastes like chalk. Get rid of it. I don't use that stick. It's not fun. What I like to use to make it more fun is a loaded .357 Magnum revolver. We can go darker. We can go darker, don't worry. Getting married is like getting a lifetime pass to an amusement park that only has one ride. And it only works when it's in the mood. And if you don't pretend to enjoy the ride, it threatens to take your kids away. What happened to my clone? Did he leave?
Yeah.
Dude, I wish he was here. I had a whole bit ready for him. He's gone? He's not coming back?
You can watch it on YouTube.
Dang it. I'll find him. We'll sense each other, I know it. Every time I see Braille, I try to read it. And then I remember I don't have my glasses on me. I want to get a question mark tattooed on my middle finger. So I can flip off women like, fuck you. I'm a teacher too. I told you I had a bit going. But he's not here. I'm a teacher too. Substitute though. Not legit. That's right. That's right. One time I went to work and all the kids were running away from the campus. Not a joke. Not a joke. And I was like, why? Your education is that way. Turns out, school shooting. Holy moly. Not kidding.
Oh my god.
Not kidding. That's like life and death. My heart was like, uh-oh, where? How do I get out of here?
How do I?
You learn a lot about yourself in those life and death moments. A lot. My first thought when I heard the news. Am I still getting paid today? I got dressed, dude. I shaved. I actually showered for once. I can't help that Billy Bob can't get you know what, and now he's gonna go kill everybody. I came to work. I came to babysit for 8 hours and watch a YouTube video over and over and over. I can't. Why? This next one doesn't go well in Los Angeles, but now you're prepared. I wonder if Hitler started at an open mic. He was like, "On Deisenwein!" And his friends were like, "Dude, not very funny." But you had the crowd, man. You had it. And he was like, "Should I go again?" And like, maybe not here. And he was like, okay. And they were like, let's see, school shooting, middle finger, marriage. Yeah, okay. Thanks for waiting, by the way. I love the awes like I did something. No, just say a couple words and everybody. Aww. Speaking of aw, relationships are fun. At first. So fun. Dates, movies, speech, baby, please, I love you. So you're like 2 months in, and then you start noticing little things that you don't like very much. Like the way she eats. Nothing serious. Like my last girlfriend. She didn't like how baggy my shirts were. I didn't like the fact that she had sex with my friend. She didn't like that I wore a size up. I didn't like that she sucked a size up. She was high maintenance, dude, the girl. Every day. Say hi to my parents when you come in. Rock my dog. Give me feedback on my outfit after outfit after outfit after outfit. I wanted one thing. Don't fuck Sean! Don't have sex with him. He likes everything on your Instagram. You keep helping him move. I just wrote that in the car, the move part. You keep helping him move, and then moving means sex, and then yeah, okay. Great. Chokes, comedy.
I wish Shannon was still here. Because then I could be like, bro, call yourself an alcoholist. People will be like, where do you work? Thank you so much for waiting. I appreciate it. I haven't done the memorizing part yet. You know where you memorize what you fucking wrote down? So I can be like, joke after... Nah, not yet. Okay. Here we go. What's the time? I don't want to be rude.
Like less than 30 seconds.
Holy shit. Okay, so have you ever, as a comedian, had a joke that doesn't work and your friends are like, what's that like? And you're like, well, it's kind of like having a kid. It's a new kid, you feed it, you take care of it, and you finally introduce it to your friends and they break the bad news to you that you're in denial about, which is, hey, your kid's retarded. So you take him home, you get him a new haircut, and you bring him back, still retarded. You're like, what do I do, dude? He's retarded. He's like, get rid of it. LA, bro, I'm telling you, it doesn't work. They don't like the killing, they don't like the... It's okay. Mistermeer, Meer. Mr. Mir, Instagram. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you.
Thank you. What a great night so far, right? Now we got big comedy and small packages, small comedy and big packages, but I got big comedy and a big package. Let's get it for Nicholas, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you got it? You buy that?
Hello, everyone. How are y'all? Everybody's good? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Say what's up. See you recording. Looking all nice. It's Friday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, night. It's beautiful. There's a couple things that I heard that I want to talk about just real quick. Substitute. You're the fake teacher. He's the real one. He has the long hair. That shit is all lined up. He sees the kids every day. You just go in there, bitch. Here. You know, I feel like if they had a school shooting, he might be like, get the fuck down, run. You're like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, there's nothing invested, right? I don't know that little nigga. Get out of my... Right? I just feel like you don't care. This is a check. I heard a shot. And you just gone, right? It's cool. It's cool. Somebody said something about defund the police. I don't think people understand what went on with that. These everyday celebrities got their feelings hurt, right? And this is what they are. They are celebrities. They do this job and people praise them and suck their dick. I know y'all saw that story. Oh, they got a cop that was out there sucking a lot of dick at work. She was sucking like 6 other cops' dick, like on the job. Woo! They were having parties. She be in the tub. Woo! My titties are out. I'm gonna suck a dick. Woo! They was gonna shoot a nigga. Woo! I'm sorry. I forgot you were black, sir. Woo! But they just got their feelings hurt, right? And I know this because I watch the news and I understand response times. All right? If I call for assistance and I say I've been in a fight, I've been racially attacked, and 7 cops show up and tackle the fuck out of me, put a finger in my ass, they doing their job. But if I watch the news and I see 7 niggas in the background get out the same car with ski mask on and walking up, hello, oh, it's the mall. I'm gonna go in this fucking store right here and snag all these fucking phones. They take 5-6 minutes. They take phones. And they just put them in their bag and people are watching like, oh, let me record this. Somebody can call the police. I think they did 7 minutes ago, but no one's here. And they walk the fuck out of here, right? Nobody actually questions that. If I'm sitting here watching a motherfucker take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes to commit crimes, right? In vehicles that I know been sitting there with niggas in them, right? If these niggas had jobs and they were just there to shop, the cops would be there. They would be right the fuck there. Oh, you got a job? You got something to live for? Not no more, nigga. Should've been hanging with them niggas. You'll be free right now. Might have an apple. Well, a phone, an iPhone. Might have a surfboard, something cool, right? But you wanted a job, nigga. So I'm sorry, I'm not picking on you. I just like your hair. Fuck! Where's the young man? Forrest Gump. No, you're not Forrest. I like you. But I feel people don't realize and understand that Jenny should have been jailed. All right. I'm just gonna say this because we giving Forrest a little bit too much. Do we really know that this nigga knew what AIDS was? He heard married and he was excited. Forrest Gump died of AIDS and he didn't know what the fuck it was. He just knew he was married to Jenny and the doctor was like, y'all did this? Oh, you're white. We're not gonna call the police. It's okay. Live your life. Live your life, Jenny. Watch him die before you possibly. I don't know. Oh, it didn't work out that way. That nigga got AIDS anyway. Your son can watch him die of AIDS. He'll tell him what it is. He reads in books and shit. I don't know. There's just too much freedoms. Everything is not for y'all. Well, for some of y'all. And the homeless. I want to be happy. I want to smile, you know what I mean? I have these bad fucking thoughts lately and I don't like it. Like, all right, has anybody ever watched a National Geographic show where a baby chimpanzee dies? Has anybody? Okay, what happens after the chimpanzee dies? The baby chimpanzee dies. Does anybody know?
Does the mom like not let it go? Or
Yeah,
something?
she just carry that shit around all day, right? Dead as fuck, like bloated. If they died in a fight from like an angry male gorilla, that nigga's half his face off. She's still like, baby, and she just walks with it, right? I think about that a lot, like, but not in the manner like how that. Like I feel like I love everybody, right? And sometimes I just want to fuck somebody up and like bang them on the wall and then carry them around and be like, oh baby, I love you. You should have been out there calling people niggas. God, sorry I did this. Michael Clark dunking a motherfucker. Trying to bring them back. No. That would be nice if I could Michael Clark dunking a motherfucker, Green Mile a bitch. Like, I see you doing dumb shit. You racist as fuck. Oh, take all this up. Don't say that shit! And they'd be like, niggas love y'all. Look what I just did to you. Now I saved you. Go be nice to black people. That's what I want to do. But that shit won't work. Right? Because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. We watch this shit happen all day. Oh. This is a tribute to Carolyn Elaine Johnson. This is a story about white on white crime. Does anybody know who Gretchen Whitmer is? Nobody?
Michigan.
Huh?
Mayor of Michigan?
Yes, or some shit governor, yes, right? Do you know what happened to her?
She got like abducted.
Right?
Kidnapped.
They had made a plan to kidnap this woman and fuck her up. All right. What color were these assailants?
White.
Your guess. Just asking. All right, white. Okay, cool. Do you know what their defense is? It's fucking infuriating. They're blaming the weed. I'm not fucking joking. These white people made a plan and were actively trying to kidnap and murder a governor. All right? And now they're in the court systems and they're gonna get the fuck off. And weed's gonna be the fucking bad guy. And they're gonna be like, you know what? If these nice young men weren't smoking that marijuana, they would have had these conversations. They would have never been talking about cutting this lady's fingers off. They would have ever thought about that. I cannot believe the marijuana problem is this deep. Miss Whitmer, we have to let him go. If they were black, what? Shut up, bitch. Fuck. I gotta stop being so angry. I don't have a stroke. I think I jack off enough not to have a stroke. Because people don't realize that. That's important. All right, it's important. Get your heart rate up. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, as long as you get it done. Right, just get that shit out. I think about my face sometimes. Like, I don't know why. Okay. Two faces. Like, and you can't do that shit in front of women. Like, you can't be vulnerable like that. You can't let them know they're doing a good job. You better stay stone face. Look at her. And then look away and be like, a little shiver, let her know it's coming. Don't look at me. Oh, look at the vein. Don't touch me. This shit's nice, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what's nice anymore. I'm trying to figure out what's nice. I don't know. It's a good day. It's a good day for everyone.
Yeah.
Just want to let everyone know that I love everybody, and I hope y'all have a good night. Be safe.
Love you.
Thank you.
Woo! Where did they find you?
I'm still going through that court shit.
Okay, yeah. They find you here.
Yes, you can find me here, and I'm going to go to Fanatics tonight as well.
All right. Now we got more chairs open. You see this? Did you sign in?
Yeah.
Where?
I should be on there.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Caleb? It is Caleb, right? Did I say Caleb wrong?
Hey,
Are
Ron.
you guys going up? All right, wait a minute. Guys, I gotta tell you, Bob Dean's not here today, but if you want to see Bob, he's at Tommy's, right? Is he still working at Tommy's?
I think so, yeah. Yep.
Yeah? So Bob Dean came from here and he opened for me for, for my hour special. And he's got two friends here that I have to bring up that definitely have to be treated. Please give me your first name again.
Clayton.
Last names?
Stewart.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clayton Stewart. And then you might have to finish it up. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I need to sign.
Yeah, you have to move for the skinny girls. You have to move for me. Oh. Yes. So excited to be here. Woo. Oh, look, people. Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I'm from Canada, and I'm here in LA. Yes. Thank you. Sports. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm celebrating that I recently became a newlywed. So, thank you. Yes. Okay, I'm first gonna mention how different people clap for that, by the way. There was like a bunch of people who were like young and in love, and they're like, oh, that's so nice. And then there were people who were clearly in relationships for a while. They're like, they learn. But I'm really excited about it, you guys. My wife will arrive in about 2 to 4 weeks in the mail. Looking forward to getting to know her. Figure out what her name is. It's something Russian. I'm kidding, by the way. All the women in here got very angry. Before you cancel me, I'm not actually ordering women online. Not after the last time. Had to return her? Oh, what a hassle. They do not like going back in the box. I'll tell you that. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, you guys. I'm single. Ladies, you're welcome. No woos? No takers? All right. Yeah, that seems to fit my whole life, because I've never been good at meeting or like hooking up with women. When I was in high school, my surefire way to meet a woman was to become a magician. Yeah. No.
No, that is terrible. Do not clap that. So many nights alone with a pack of cards. I'll just say this. Nothing shuts down a woman's sex drive like pick a card, any card. You can practically hear it slap shut. But I got a bit older. I started going out to the bars. I started wearing those MMA shirts, like the tap out shirts, you know, thinking this will fool them. They'll be like, oh, he's on his way to the octagon. Like, they weren't fooled. They saw the shirt by UFC and the body by KFC, and they're like, something's not adding up here. Not quite working out. I'll be honest, because I feel like we're getting to know everybody. I after that did a stint in porn. That got a round of applause. Okay. LA people, they're weird. As a cameraman, by the way. I know a bunch of you guys were like, no, I was a cameraman for a very niche website. It was for a female squirter. Yeah, no. A lot of my young guy friends were like, oh, that must be incredible. Like, you're working in porn, that must be so hot. And I'm like, yeah, no. I compared it to working at SeaWorld, but awful. Because I was always in the splash zone. Yeah. Terrible. Terrible. In fact, I remember one night, I'm filming this porn, and our actress had brought home 4 guys to do her. Like, that was her thing. She'd go out and find people on the street, and I'm like, that doesn't seem safe at all, but all right. I'm just behind the camera, so I'm filming, and I just, thought I'd look around, see what's going on. And the 3 other guys that weren't in the bed were just standing there fluffing themselves, if you know what I mean. Yeah, like, we didn't have a big budget, so there weren't fluffers. It was just, them getting them ready. And I'm just like, oh, shit, I locked eyes with that guy. How are you? And he just looked at me and went, so good. Gross. Gross. Tell you a bit about myself. I'm native Canadian, or what you guys still call Indians down here. Feather, not dot. Yeah. I know a bunch of you are confused now.
I just got that.
You're like, I've seen Native Americans before. They're not that pale. I'll explain, okay? My mother was a little white English lady, and my dad was Native American, so he left. You can laugh. Go ahead. It's fine. I don't have any hard feelings towards my father for leaving my mom. I know why. I met her. I'm kidding, by the way. The women shut down again. I'm gonna win you guys back. No, she was an incredible single mother raising me. Except for when I wanted a really expensive toy. Then she was like, go ask your father, and that was mean. I didn't know where he was. Or who he was. Let's just say Mom had a lot of fun back in the day. Have you guys ever pooped yourself? Whoa! Only in a room of comics would I get that big of a response. Usually people stop making eye contact with me, or they're just like, you guys embrace it. I like that. I love it. I mean, I'm not starting a cause. Like, we're not going to get jackets. Like, poop yourself. No. I just know it happened to me like a while ago, ladies. Just don't want to cancel out any opportunities after the show. But it happened to me, and I noticed when you poop yourself, you go through the 5 stages of grief. I'll walk you through it, okay? So, you know, I'm walking along through a Walmart. I'm not bragging. And I got that pain. You know that? Yeah, you know that pain that tells you gotta poop now. That pain makes your butt go, whoop, right? Yeah. And then you're doing that waddle walk for the rest of the way to the washroom. Yeah, you're in the first stage, denial. You're like, I got time. I can make it. Then you realize how far the washroom is away, and you get angry. Because that's the second stage, anger. You're like, oh, why did I eat so much fucking bran? Oh. Now, the third stage is weird. It's bargaining. Because really, at that point, you are lying to your own butt to try and save. You're like, come on, man. Come on, buddy. I've kept you nice and plump all these years. Do this for me and we'll never walk again. I'll get us a scooter. How about that? Then it happens. It happens. And you're in the 4th stage, depression. Because you are a grown man pooping himself in the middle of a Walmart, wondering what life choices got you here. And also wondering if that couple coming down the aisle can tell that you're pooping yourself. Because I'm in the decor aisle trying not to make new decor, if you know what I mean. And I go, no, they can tell. They can totally tell. But then once you get through those stages, you get to acceptance. Because really, once you've shit yourself, you just got to accept it and get on with the rest of your day. Am I right? Thank you guys so much. My name is Clayton Stewart. Funny C.T. Stewart on anything.
Okay, and who's Bob's other friend? The
Nelson.
name?
Nelson Mayer.
Nelson Mayer?
Yeah.
So you're not related to Mayer?
I am not.
But let's bring up the one Mayer, Nelson Mayer. Mayer was one him. I know.
Not tonight?
No, you're going up, yes. But I have to get these two first.
Okay, yeah.
And then you, Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb. Yeah.
Caleb, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You come up and tell him I said Caleb, it's Caleb. Okay. Give it for Bob Dean's friend.
Thanks very much, everybody. This is awesome. My first time performing in this room. I love this room already. It's fantastic. It's such a supportive vibe in here. But it's also kind of a little bit creepy too. I love it. It's working for me. I feel like somebody in here has a bathtub full of fucking organs at home. I feel like that's what's going on. Somebody came here to do some shopping. It's probably this guy. It's all good. No, it's fantastic being here. I came out with my friend Clayton, as you all know. We are both native Canadians, and I love coming to the States, but I hate driving across the border because the guards always give me a hard time, and I know that it's because I'm brown. But the American border guards don't know what kind of brown that I am. I feel like they think I'm Mexican and that I'm sneaking in the country by going the fucking long way around. Fucking crazy. Clayton and I do a lot of shows on reserves in Canada, and whenever we travel, we always make a rule to bring one white guy with us. That way, if we get lost or go missing, the cops will actually try to find us. I live in a city called Winnipeg, Manitoba. There's a magazine, a national Canadian magazine, Maclean's, wrote an article and said Winnipeg was the most racist city in all of Canada. And I feel like as an Indigenous person and a Canadian, I got to stick up for my country, my city, because I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that racist. In fact, I think Winnipeg is the best place in the world to go shopping, because anytime I'm in a store, the manager makes sure there's an employee to follow me around in case I need something. So that's not all bad, right? Yes. Awesome. I love the fucking room. It's fantastic. We got a guy up here that just decided one day I'm going to grow a 1970s vagina on my face. That's awesome. I love the beard. Dim the lights. We're going to have some fun, I think, me and you, yeah. We had a couple teachers here. One teacher, the other teacher leave.
I guess they...
Okay, because I fucking hate teachers. No, but I wanted to say, seriously, a round of applause for teachers, because that's a real tough job. Even a substitute teacher, that's fucking incredible. I have 6 kids at home. And they're fucking assholes. Each one of them, they're assholes. And teachers take my asshole kids for 8 hours a day, plus 22 other asshole kids, and that's incredible to me. I love what they do, you know. But sometimes it pisses me off because they send homework home all the time. My kids every day have homework, and it pisses me off. Like, that should be done during the day at school. That's your job to get that shit done, not mine. But I got the teacher back the other day. I sent my 7-year-old son with a half-eaten bowl of Cheerios, told the teacher to make sure he finishes it. So seems like knowledge to me, I think, yeah. Bridget, you were talking about sex education. Canada's the same thing. We start in grade 3, and it was weird because I got a letter home from the school. It was like a warning letter letting us know that they're going to start teaching the kids sex. I thought, a warning letter in this day and age? Are we still concerned about this? And I was dropping my daughter off to kindergarten, and I heard 2 other parents chatting about it, and they were like concerned. This one lady's, the sooner they start learning about it, the sooner they're going to want to do it. And being the comedian I am, I thought it was funny. I said, yeah, any day they're going to start playing blowjob tag on the playground, I bet, right? After that, I wasn't allowed to drop my kid off at school anymore. But I am mixed like Clayton. I'm mixed. My father was a proud Indigenous man. My mother was a white chick that hated her parents. My partner is also white, so my kids are very white. So every time I go to pick them up from school, I feel like they're going to fucking send a warning letter home, like the Predator letter. Like my van is the one that they're warning people about, right? And I picked up my son Jesse a couple weeks ago at school. I dropped him off. He's got a blue snowsuit on, and he's got a yellow Minion hat on. And I pulled up to get him. I don't know why that's odd, but I'll take it right on. It's like this fucking Indian's taking care of his kids. That's really sweet. She's a little racist, I think. No, I'm there picking him. He's got the Minion hat on, right? So I'm picking him up, and he's standing there, and I'm like waiting, and he's pissing me off because he's just standing there, and I'm like, hey Jesse, let's go, come on. So I start honking the horn, and he looks over to me, but he's not coming, right? And I start honking and waving. I roll down the window. I'm like, get in the van, get in the van. And then I look closer, and it was a Pokemon hat, not a Minion hat, and it wasn't my son Jesse. And yes, a letter did get home that day. That was what happened. Yeah, I do have 6 kids. It's funny. I love that when I say in LA that I have 6 kids, nobody's shocked because you guys all think I'm fucking Mexican too. In Canada, always somebody that's impressed by that, right? I have 6 kids, and I think it's incredible that my wife went through labor natural each and every time she had kids. Because guys, if we had to do that, we could not do that. If men had to have babies, we'd have 1. That would be it. And I don't mean 1 each. I mean 1 collectively. That's all we would have. It'd just be some crazy be this fucking guy. He'd be like, fuck it, I'll go do it. I don't give a fuck. And then he'd go have that baby, and he'd come back and tell us, bro, that fucking sucked. Don't do that, man. That's fucking the worst thing I ever did in my life. And we would cure pregnancy if we had to do it, guys. Let's be honest. We would cure fucking pregnancy. You would get it from Burger King drive-thrus. That's how you'd order your fucking babies if we had to go through it. If men had to do it, there'd be no abortion debate. We'd just be like, how the fuck are we going to control women's bodies now? That's all it would be. If we had to put up with that shit. So it's impressive. But I gotta say, natural 6 times. I don't know how tough Ronda Rousey is, but if my wife's vagina fought her in a fight, she'd probably fucking win. That's what I'm thinking. But crazy thing I want to share with you guys is even in the 9th month, women still want us to have sex with them. And that's fucking scary, sir. I don't know if anybody here has been through, anybody here has kids? Anybody else? Yeah, you have kids? You know what I'm talking about, sir, yes. In the 9th month, their hormones got them all jacked up, right? So it is like a fucking fight, isn't it, right? My wife's standing there looking at me with that look of lust in her eyes, and I'm scared, man. I'm fucking scared. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay still. Maybe it's a T-Rex thing. She won't see me if I don't move, right? But she saw me. She grabbed me on the bed, throws me down. She got me in a rape choke. She slammed me into the fucking mattress. I'm underneath flailing around trying to tap out. And then she says the most fucked up shit. Did you feel the baby move? I'm like, yeah, he's probably trying to tap out too. One last thing, I'm gonna leave you guys alone. Traveling with Clayton is pretty wild. We've been sharing hotel rooms together, and he booked the hotel room. We had a double bed that we had to share. There's only 1 bed in the hotel room. And that's, Clayton's a big guy. I'm a pretty big guy, too. You cannot stuff that much man into that small of a space. At one point in the night, we did end up having sex, I'm going to be honest. Not on purpose. Like I said, you cram us together. At one point, part of me is going to be inside part of him. There's no fucking avoiding it. Okay? It wasn't all bad, though. I got to use one of his man boobs as a pillow, so that was cool. Halfway through the night, I flipped it over to get to the cool side, right? But traveling with men is a bad idea, especially comedians, right? Whether comedians or not, men travel, it's fucking terrible, because we do weird shit, you know what I mean? We do things on road trips like teabagging each other. You guys are laughing, you've teabagged or been teabagged, one or the other, right? Yeah, ladies, if you don't know, teabagging is the educational portion of the show. That's when a grown man thinks it's funny to take his testicles out of his pants, put him on his friend's face while he's asleep, and then take a picture and put it on Facebook for the whole fucking world to see. Men do shit like that. There's no female equivalent for teabagging, is there? Is there a female equivalent? It's not like you're on a road trip with your girlfriends. She falls asleep, you smear some lipstick down there and plant an Aunt Bertha kiss on her forehead, right? Doesn't happen. No, you know what women do on a road trip when their girlfriend passes out? They give her a pillow. Right? Fucking weird, right? First thing we do, you draw a dick on your buddy's forehead, right? Yes. I fell asleep last night first, woke up in the middle of the night, Clayton was drawing a dick on my forehead, and I got really pissed off too because he was tracing it. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. I'm Nelson Mayer. Oh yeah, Nelson Mayer Comedy on Instagram and TikTok.
You got it. Thank you, thank you. Don't you dare move, guys. You think this show is over, it's not all over. Caleb, get up here. I've been calling you. Caleb, and listen, we're going to do this, and also I'm going to give it up to everyone else who helps me here. That's Sam, that's Monica, that's Luke. I got to get back. Lenny, I love you. I'm going to put your hair on my head. And give it up to the one and only handsome Caleb.
Handsome, Caleb. Holy shit, what an intro. God damn, I'm into that. Alright. Fuck yeah, it's fucking 2023. I'm fucking embracing this year with a new attitude, you know? I'm thinking, fuck depression, you know? Middle finger to that shit, I just want to laugh. Fucking, no, you know, I was getting a little, I didn't mean to be, like badgering you about that, but I've been getting bumped at, like every single, like, mic I've been to, like, consistently this past week. Like, they'll see my name and they'll be like, oh, hey, like, I'll just get bumped and they'll be like, oh, like, and then I'll be like, no, my name was, like, right there. And then, like, 5 people later, they'll be like, oh, okay, you're gonna be on in, like, 2 more people. Like, so I was just being like, yo, let me, like, not get, like, fucked over here.
Would I ever?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Hey, guys, come on. That's ageist. I like it. Anybody a good fan of a good age gap, right? Okay, yeah. I should shut the fuck up. All right. No. I'm actually glad Albert's here because because I feel like more comfortable when he's here. You know, like, have you guys seen Secrets of the Zoo? It's this like reality television show, like where they just show what happens at a zoo. And so, like, when they have, like, a new lion go into the exhibit, like, he'll be, like, a little shy and then, like, you know, hiding in, like behind bushes and shit. And then, like, they'll bring out, like, a golden retriever or something to play with it. And then all of a sudden he gets, like, wild. And then that's basically what Albert is, you know? Like, I'll be up here, like, a scared little lion, like, oh, you know, maybe I should talk about my insecurities. And then I see Albert, I'm like, yo, guys, what the fuck is up with pegging? Who's down with pegging, right? Dog, no. That one guy who was complaining about pegging, what a fucking coward, man. Honestly, it's not gay. Pegging's not gay, baby. Would you let her peg you? You gay boy? You wouldn't? You would? Okay, yeah. No, you wouldn't? If she was like, yo, let me anally penetrate you.
It's been a topic of discussion.
Well, it is still like you're on the fence about it. Like, well, you're just afraid that it's gay. You think it's gay to let a girl fuck you in the ass? Let me quote another comedian. You know, Steve Hernandez. He says gay guys like dicks. Gay guys like dicks. You know, if you stick like a dildo up your ass, that's not a real dick. You know, that's like saying like calling a vegetarian a meat lover for like digging like, you know, like fake chicken or something. You know, that's just what it is, baby. That's really what I started off with. Anyway, no, I should calm down because I talk a lot of shit, especially when I drink. Like, I quit drinking 3 years ago. And it's just because, like it's hard when you're at a bar and you're sitting in a stool talking shit about someone, and they come to confront you, and then you stand up and you're the same height. Makes me realize that no, I'm not a fighter. I will just write a really mean blog about you. No, that's not happening. No, I say that I quit drinking, but I relapsed on Christmas because I went to some mics. There were comics like outside, and they were pouring shots. I mean, I didn't want to look like a fucking narc, so you know what? It's fucking 3 years down the drain, baby. Fucking. What? You think that's a bad thing? Yeah, I'm a fun drunk. Come on, like it's not a problem. You know, I feel like I'm like the Bruce Banner of of alcoholics. You know, like I have it all under control. You know. I'm just always drunk. No, that's terrible. That is terrible. Okay. No, let's. Like last night, I had my most. Well, okay. Where are the Jews at? Okay. So no, last night I had my most anti-Semitic fucking set ever. It's tolerable though, like tolerable anti-Semitism. No, but it was at this dreidel mic, of course, a Jewish themed mic, and I just decided to just let loose. But like you the thing was you spin the top and then or the dreidel and then like whatever, yeah, it has an actual name. This fucking guy over here. See? Okay. But you spin it and then I got was it Gimel, which was like Gimel some crowd work. It's a terrible pun. Yeah, no, it was hosted by Ian Russo, if you know, like if that gives away anything. Yeah, no. So like I went up and I'm like, yo, where the Jews at? And then like a few people clapped, but then I was like, yo, where my Christians at? You in the audience? But right now, like are the Christians in the audience? Right? No Christians? Come on, dude, we're the fucking winners. Like yo, it's called AD. It's not like after dreidel, it's after death of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. God damn it. That was terrible. No. But Jesus was a Jew. Jesus was very much Jewish. Yeah. I'll give you guys like my fucking bullshit ass one-liners. I drive a station wagon. It's pretty lame. No, it's just a lame car. You know? People laugh at it though, but that is until I remind them how many bodies I can fit in the trunk. It's not a lot. You guys hear about Osama bin Laden's house? It's for sale and nobody's buying it. Nobody wants to buy it. I have no idea why. No, I remember 9/11. But here's what I think we should do. We should all start a Kickstarter, donate some money, make a fundraiser or something, and then buy it. And then we can do whatever we want to it. Vandalize it. Fuck terrorism. Fuck that guy. We could even TP the house, but instead of toilet paper, we use Boeing 747. You know what a Kurt Cobain is? Woo. Yeah. Albert, have you ever tried a Kurt Cobain?
I'm still here, aren't I?
No. See, a Kurt Cobain is when you suck on your own dick and blow a load in your mouth.
I'd rather blow a load in your mouth.
I usually end with that one, and then it's like there's like silence, and then people start laughing after it. Wow, I really blew through this thing. Okay. Yeah, so I like hip hop, and like listening to hip hop at the club. Thank you. Thank you. It was very brave of me to admit that, right? Because I look like a fucking like church trooper or something. That was like the hardest part about being the token white guy at a church, like playing music, because it's like. Not only is the preacher like yelling at you guys, but like you're also afraid like you don't want to give off like church shooter vibes. Like I just walk in there, I'm like, yo, dude, I'm ready to kill, and I'm like, oh wait, no, I'm talking about music. Okay. No, but fuck. What did I say before that? What was the music thing? Shit. I was talking about hip hop, And I feel like back in like college, we would go to the club, and then like there would be that YG song, My. And then like whatever come on, like I was with like a bunch of white people, and it's like it's uncomfortable being the only white person in a group of white people that doesn't want to say the N-word. Like when that song's on and then they're like repeating it, I'm like, yo guys, we're kind of around the club, like we can't say this in our circle. But yeah, see that there are two things you're not gonna get out of me: an N-word and a dick pic. But I always have them locked and loaded. An N-word, not a dick pic. Got it. Fucking stupid as fuck. Let's do some crowd work. So which one has the fetish? Is it an Asian fetish or you're like have a black fetish? I've been wondering that like since the. Are you guys? No, that's what I think about. I can say that I'm 51% fucking Filipino. Goddammit. I'm representing the Asians, even though I look white as shit. You either get like Keanu Reeves or you get this. It's not good. You don't want this. But you never answered. See, that would be okay. 1 minute. 2. 2 minutes. Oh shit.
1:30.
Okay. Fuck man. What other jokes? What fucking crowd work for the rest of the thing? I don't know, man. I don't want to. No. You know what? I'll give this bullshit ass Miles Davis story. Who likes Miles Davis? You guys like Miles Davis? Yeah, man. Miles Davis is badass. You know, like he would do some like crazy shit on stage. Like there's a story of this bassist. He was playing a gig for the first time with not his first gig with Miles, but it was his first gig. Yeah, it was his first gig with Miles, not first gig period. And so he's on stage playing bass, and then Miles Davis is like going around, you know, the stage like fucking like playing trumpet, and then like going up to the drummer and be like, yeah man, fucking that's sick, and then they would go to the guitars and be like, yo dude, that's sick. But then every time he would go up to the bassist, and he'd just be like, and then just come back and then just start playing trumpet and shit. And then so the bassist, like when that happened, he was like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta like turn my volume down. And then, you know, gigs going down, a couple more songs pass, and then like again, you know, Miles Davis is like, you know, like dancing, fucking like playing trumpet, and then goes back to the fucking bassist and then goes back to the gig. And then like the bassist is like, fuck man, I gotta turn this down again. And then the last time he does it, Miles Davis does the same shit, points down, and the bassist is like, Miles, my bass is turned all the way down. I don't know what the fuck you want from me. And then Miles says, look at my shoes, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, that was... I usually end on the Kurt Cobain joke. Yeah, you know, that's just it, fuck it.
Where can we find you?
Caleb's social media.
Caleb.
Social media.
That's
Like
your
a
at?
K?
It's at Caleb social media?
Yeah.
How silly is that?
Yeah.
His at is Caleb social media. Hey.
No, that was terrible.
Oh, fuck.
That was the worst.
Woo, Sam! Hi, guys, I'm Sam. I was here earlier from before. Okay, let's get over Caleb. Hello. I'm gonna bring up another comedian, guys. It's getting late. It's getting real late. So stay funny, please. I'm gonna bring up to the stage a dear friend of mine, a true comic, heart through, kind, awesome, Lenny.
Yeah.
I don't think child slavery was that bad back in the day. That wasn't a joke, Luke. No, because we were in history class, right? And they're showing us like the picture of the little baby shackles, right? The girl's like, oh, here's the thing. How do we know those belong to a kid? You know what I mean? What if they belong to a little person? Okay, a midget bitch. Okay, you can't call them midgets because they get angry. They have a very short temper. How do we know they did it though? You know what I mean? Midget back in slave times. Oh my god. Yeah, I bet that would be an angry little bugger, man. Because back in the day, they used to keep the chains. You know, they used to keep the slaves chained ankle to ankle. So when all the other slaves would try to make a break for it, they'd just be dragging that little motherfucker by. Oh shit. I just graduated high school. I had a lot of fun back then. Yeah. Mostly because I look like a school shooter. You know what I mean? I give off little vibes, motherfucker. And when the principal thinks you're a school shooter, you own the fucking school. You know what I mean? I can do whatever the fuck I want. He's like, you're late today. I was like, am I? Would you rather have one kid not be here or all of them? What a fun, I'm not, no. We don't support school shootings here. Don't mind this fucking cunt. Wooing fucking school shootings. Holy shit. Yeah. So I actually had a Mustang in high school that my principal bought me. I cherish that thing though. You know what I mean? Don't think I was ungrateful just because I didn't work for it. I fucking, you know what I mean? I love that thing. I drove that thing around every fucking day. I cherish that thing. I drive that shit around even when I didn't have anywhere to go. I'd fucking drive that thing. But I was struck by tragedy one day when I was driving down the fucking road. I was confronted by a giant fucking muddy puddle filled with fucking mud and horse shit and who the fuck knows what. Just spanning the entire length of the fucking road. Had to be about like 40 feet long, and I'm like, fuck, no way I'm gonna put my car through that shit, right? So I swerve off the fucking road, damn near hitting these people's fucking mailboxes, but that shit didn't bother me. I was driving straight a fucking head till somebody's fucking small child had to go out and check the fucking mail. And then I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like last second that fucking just came from nowhere, so I'm like, shit, I might have to like, you know what I mean? I might have to swerve and like just drive my car through all this fucking mud and horse shit and whatnot. And yeah, when I tell you I was washing my car for hours that night, shit, I mean it. Cause blood doesn't come out easy. I made a good friend in high school. This kid named Room. It's a weird kid, but it's even weird name, but it's even weirder fucking kid. He told me when he turned 18 he's gonna get a tattoo on his right arm that said Mom, a tattoo on his left arm that said Dad. I was like, oh, that's gonna be weird when he jack off, isn't it? Shit. But sadly, I was Room used to tell me that I didn't watch enough movies. So one day I went to the fucking theaters and I saw Despicable Me. I'm a very forgetful person though, I should probably tell you right now. Cause when I went to tell him that I saw a movie, I couldn't remember the name of the movie. So I was stuck just having to describe it to this fucker. So I was like, what movie did you see? I was like, the one with all the little yellow people with all the gadgets. And he was like, oh yeah, Crazy Rich Asians. No, Sam. Shit. I was struck by tragedy again in high school, Sam, okay? Again. My fucking house burned to the ground, okay? Burned to the fucking ground. Yeah. All due to my own forgetfulness. I was fucking cooking breakfast one morning, left the stove on, headed out for school, and by the time I got home, I was just told that my house had fucking burnt to the ground, and all of my family had made it out safely. You know what I mean? They just ran straight out the fucking front door, and all of them had made it out safely. I still beat myself up over that incident each and every day. I just wish I remembered, you know? I just wish I remembered to lock the front door. You done laughing now, Sam? Jews laugh so fucking loud for some reason. Like, oh, I'm still trying to figure that shit. I mean, they do everything now. Like, you fucking people have no shame.
We might not have shame, but we have guilt.
Yeah, that's the truth, huh? That's true. I wish you all were cool, you know what I mean? Jews, that is, because, you know what I mean? You got genocided by a fucking dork. Like, who the fuck likes Hitler? Trying to hold it. If you're laughing, Fuck Hitler, dog. Everyone hates Hitler. Fuck that cunt. You know what I mean? He fucking he. All right, let me show you. I know he killed millions of people, and I know that's a bit of a fucking turnoff, but like, you know what I mean? It's there are ways around that shit. All right, okay? You can like you could kill millions of people and still be beloved. You know what I mean? All right, Che Guevara, right? Okay, he killed millions and millions and millions and millions of innocent people. All right. But he was fucking cool though, you know what I mean? Like you would hang out with Che Guevara, fuck up like Che Guevara, motherfucker. I could open up a fucking restaurant in LA today called fucking Che's Chicken and it'd be financially fucking successful, you know what I mean? I can't do Hitler's Chicken, that shit's not gonna work. Hitler's Chicken help us get to 6 million customers, it's just not gonna fucking happen. Hitler's Chicken, we want one on every train stop. Hitler's Chicken, see how many people we can get at one place. It's just not, you're never gonna see a day. It's not gonna fucking happen. Hitler's Chicken, we do all our cooking by gas. It's not gonna fucking happen, is what I'm trying to tell you. Albert loves my jokes more than I do. I don't know what to tell you. Even when the shit doesn't land, you always just gonna hear me and fucking Albert laughing to it. I love that, man. I don't. I need all the time I can get. I tell a lot of dark jokes. I'm actually a really good person. For example, I once gave my most prized possession to a homeless man. My child. I don't think teen pregnancy is really a problem. Like, oh, but like, 2 minutes? Fuck, alright, I'm sorry, I should've just winked. Like I said, Jews can't be fucking quiet, can we? That's probably why we were so easy to find during the Holocaust. Jews, what?
So funny.
Thank you. Did you take offense to that? Alright.
It's not making me laugh.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my best. It's hard to tell him in the mask.
You see?
What?
RBF. Everybody with the mask has RBF.
That's the fucking... Except Albert. Except fucking Albert. We gotta make that shit clear. I'm sorry I haven't made you laugh, sir. I'm gonna work on it. Yeah, I will. It's just, you know what I mean? I didn't know that Shaggy from Scooby-Doo finally went to a fucking barber. When I tell you about Albert, huh? When I tell you about me and fucking Albert. Albert, whatever the fuck I say. Oh, shit. Also, do you mind taking your foot off the stage a little?
That's good pettiness.
I was messing with you. You know, I love you. I love all of you. You big fan of dark comedy? I need to yes or no. I need a yes or no. That's kind of...
You gotta shrug. I think you're out of time, bro.
Am I out of time? Shit, I apologize. Oh, that's what we can set. Mackenzie on Instagram. You find me at LASC whenever I get the chance.
I wish once Lenny mentioned his own Jewish childhood that set. Like, that would have made me feel high. Me knowing that I... Anyways, let's give it up for Lenny.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? You're performing. What is your name?
Will.
You're Will with one L.
With one L.
You're Will, you're Daniel. Albert, you already went.
I did.
How are we doing? Joanna, is that it? Monica, okay. And okay. Luke, okay. That's what I was gonna bring up, honestly. For real, you're right in front of my fucking face. Okay, but I'll pretend like I didn't say who I was gonna bring up. Okay, so our next comic is in this room. A comedian. Wearing a hat. Referred to as a neckbeard. Let's bring up to the stage one and only Luke! Give it up for Luke!
Get over for Sam. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you for giving it up for Sam for me. My beard's been brought up several times already. I'm amazed. I was thinking about shaving it off last night. You know, I was just looking in the mirror. I'm like, what? It's gone so far. I don't know. Maybe it's time. So I had the razor in my hand, you know, ready to put it up. And then I just hear like a little, like click. And all of a sudden, there's a fucking switchblade at my throat. It's like, don't even fucking think about it. I'm like, oh my god. You know, like normally when my beard starts talking back to me is whenever I decide to shave it off, but I don't know, I've just been so lonely, you know. It's nice to have another person there. You know, he might be a dirty bastard, but I can change him. I can fix him. I can make it work. No, but I'm told a lot of times I've got like lumberjack vibes. That's what people tell me. I've never, I had never been a lumberjack or really, worked with wood till I moved to LA and, just been actually jacking a lot of wood. Leaving in there with the axes, just swinging them back and forth, just take them, smack them on my face. No, I don't do that with an axe. I just, jack the wood, sometimes two at a time, just swinging them back and forth until they come all over me. That's my beard's favorite part, actually. I say he's a dirty bastard. He loves that juice all up in there. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting man, my beard. What can you do, though? My beard kind of makes me, I think, a little bit more mysterious. Garners me too much respect. Respect I don't deserve, But, I'll take it. It also brings me a lot of vagina. Mostly the male vagina, but I'll take what I can get. Male vagina, female vagina, undecided vagina, whatever you got. A little morsel pussy, please. But that's not me. That's just the beard, I personally, for me, it's just exhausting. Yeah. It also really came in handy during COVID. Because there's all the mask mandates, all the new requirements and everything. And I actually got a call up. I got a call, and who is it? It's Dr. Fauci. Fauci calls me up. I'm like, hey, Fauci, my bro. And he's like, you know what? You don't actually have to wear a mask because you're already wearing one. And it's better than all the new masks and shit. We call it the chicken wire, because COVID getting through that is like, prisoners trying to climb a barbed wire fence and just get trapped and they can't get out. Tried to actually have me sell it at one of those COVID stores. I thought that was too far. It's too far. But yeah, COVID was freaky, right? Not even just because of the COVID, but the societal side effects and everything. One thing was my grandparents moved into my house and we had to take care of them. And Henry talked about his grandma died. With you there. My grandma died. That was a big reason why I left Ohio, mostly because of the murder investigation. But, all right, yeah, no, I killed my grandma. All right, that's my right as an American. Do that. And, people don't understand, but, taking care of a dying relative, it teaches you a lot of things. Teaches you empathy, teaches you about, personal dignity, teaches you about how to properly smother somebody. But I like to say, it was the dementia that took her, not my hand on her pillow. But we had Willy Wonka shit going on. All the people laying in the living room. Grandma with dementia. Grandpa, he had a disease. It's called being old and fat. And just, you merge with the couch at a certain point. But yeah, hey, don't knock it till you try it. I don't know. But yeah, I got invited to an orgy Thank you. I feel like that's a big accomplishment. Never been invited to an orgy before, but I had to turn it down, you know. They wanted to, like, communicate by email. I was like, but I can't, you know, I'll fuck a lot of people, okay? But I'm not like the technologically incapable. I can't do that. I don't know. But, and it also says a certain thing about age, like, you don't got, like, Facebook or Instagram, I don't know. But, although I will say this, look, I will, it might have been different, you know, if it were women that were inviting me to the orgy. Because, you know, I'll fuck a 65-year-old woman. I will. I'll take them. Bring them all in. Bring 7 of them in. Come on, let's all go. 66, pushing it. For whatever reason, you know, a guy gets past the age of like 37. I'm like, whoa, I don't know, but for whatever reason, it's mature people, you know, mature adults that really seem to go after me, and I don't know why that could be. Maybe because I'm like 40. But, and what's sad is I can say that, and, you know, there's part of you that's like, oh, okay, like, you look good for 40, but it's like, I'm fucking 22, and, like, I look like I'm, like, dawning on my midlife crisis, you know? And that's a scary thing. It's a scary thing for people. It's disturbing. But, yeah, no, I mean, people, I don't know what to tell you. People understand how my beard is the way it is, you know. They ask me how I grow it like that. I'm like, it's growing on me. This is a living creature that's just protruding. I try not to have it, and then it grows. But anyway, what's my time?
You have a little, just under 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Cool. But yeah, I will say this. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I don't have anything else to say. That's my time. That's it. Thank you. I can be found on Instagram at Luke_Andy. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys.
Let's give it up for Luke, guys. He's been here really recently, and he's been helping us out. He started stand-up really recent, and that was phenomenal. We got like 5 more of us, so I hope everyone is fully wet right now, because that's the only way we're gonna do this. Don't come just yet. We got more comedy coming your way, folks. We got like hundreds of viewers right now, so like 400. Guys, chill. All the viewers are naked. Sorry, I'm kidding. I'm like doing a bit. Okay, I'm gonna bring up another comedian. I've only seen him once, but it fucking stayed in my head like a song. And I would love if comedy was like that. You know, I think about that anyways. We'll talk about the show. I'm gonna bring him up, the one and only Daniel Catron. Yeah? Woo!
Alright, Daniel, you got this. Gonna fucking kill this. Gonna fucking destroy this crowd. Destroy this crowd to a million goddamn pieces. Gonna ruin this crowd for every other comedian they ever see. Say hello to the Carewit man. Drive around in my Carewit van. You can stop and say hello. Gonna get a mouthful of Carewit though. Oh. Carewit man coming to your town. Best believe I don't fuck around. You could stop and say hello. Gonna get a mouthful of Carewit though.
It's just, it's okay, man. Like, if I had the orange makeup and the green hair dye, and they're like, maybe naked? I don't know. Okay, anyone here ever work food service or beverage? Okay, alright. I put in some time at a coffee shop and, oh my god, respect, man. Never have I ever burned out faster or quit a job faster. Like, but no, I'm glad I had the experience, right? Like, because now I know what it looks like from the other side of the counter. So this is y'all when you come up to us.
Make me a sandwich.
What's this? It's a muffin.
What kind of muffin? Can you open it up and show me what's...
Okay.
Here's my change.
I don't want that shit. Some respect. The fuck does that say? Oh! Has anyone seen my kids? They were right there. Nobody's seen. They're like two little short people, boy and a girl. Boy and no. Okay. I don't have their number. I know they're on YouTube. Does anyone? Can someone like pull up YouTube? Maybe we can hit them up on YouTube. It's Big Fancy Hollywood Productions on YouTube. Pull it up. Just remember, okay, and we'll hit them up. Got you. That's my YouTube. Big Fancy Hollywood Productions. Site. Look it up. So I can skip that part at the end. Sorry. 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 You know what's funny? Like, okay. Never mind. Fuck that. They're charging $250 to do laundry in my building. $250 to wash, $250 to dry, $5 for a load. And then they have the balls to put up this sign that says, please don't overload the machine. $5 a load? You bet your ass I'm gonna overload it. I'm fucking cramming my shit in there. I know exactly how much laundry I can fit in. I can fit in 80 pounds of laundry. I could wash a pretty big dog in those machines. The machines don't like it, but $5, goddamn. Oh, there's something in the water in LA that makes the people say, it's okay, I can hack it. There's something in the food that makes you feel good. There's something in the air that leaves us unaware of what we're doing here. What are we doing here? It's a concrete desert. It's a concrete jungle. It's a burning desert. What are we doing here? Yeah. Fuck it. But here's the point. LA crazy. Like, I'm not from here. And here's another thing. I'm not from here. So, and, okay, yeah, I moved to LA a little while ago, and I was 30, and now I'm 29. So, like, help, I'm regressing. And moved here with my girlfriend, and she's great, I love her, but sometimes she makes me so soup, and I don't really love miso soup. It's not a big deal. Am I doing on time?
Time. 4.
Okay. Had a little while. You'll know the word Kakistocracy. It's me who wrote this one. It's K-A-K Istocracy. But so this word is defined as like a state or a government run by its least competent, least suitable citizens. So it's nice that there is a word for it, right? Like, at least we can still describe the nightmare system that we're all existing in. I mean, you know, all I'm saying is I think we all know probably something's going to have to change, and maybe, just maybe, you should make me your leader. Hey, I mean, politics is just a big public speaking contest anyway. Why not a comic? Why not me? I'll do whatever you want. I'll drone strike whatever enemies you think we have. That is what you want? Yes. Here's a joke. The Democrats. Right? Hilarious. Wow. So funny. No, you don't have to make me your leader. Like, ideal ticket is probably Cardi B, right? And then maybe like, what's that little guy? Tom Holland. He's VP, everyone loves him. Ooh, everyone wants to fuck him. It's good VP quality. And here's the kicker, like, run him under the ass eaters party. Okay? It's just like, you know, based on what I think we've all heard about what Gen Z is into, we're gonna need those votes. I think there's more of them than us now. And I know what you're thinking, aren't you, Gen Z, Daniel? You look so young. Well, thanks, guys. That's really sweet of you. But no, I'm actually a millennial, and generally speaking, we would rather get choked and spanked than eat ass. But that's just because we're so lazy. What's that? Speak for yourself, Daniel? Well, why don't you come over here and choke me and see what happens? That's right, I'll get an erection. I'm not too tired. It's one of those. 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 All right, I'm Daniel Kitron. Thanks, guys. Big Fancy Hollywood Productions on YouTube. That's the best place. Thank you.
Give it up for Daniel Kitron! Made me laugh and shit. I love that, man. I really do. I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you're here too. Alright. I'm about to bring up another. Thanks for saying, guys. Oh, thanks for saying, though. Give it up for yourselves. Woo! Just fucking do it. What the fuck? Why are you looking at me like that? Bridget! I love you, man. She's funny. She's yawning and she's here and she's cool. I caught one and I was like, I did. Not to be that cunt. Okay, I'm gonna bring up a comedian who is not only funny but actually truly my family. Like, you guys are my family, but this is my family. But I only found out we were cousins when we were, like, you know, mentally conscious, so that was confusing. Anyways, but we're cousins. This is my cousin, Joanna Collin. Clap it up, you guys.
Hello. Let's sit down right here. Oh, this feels amazing. Sitting down on chairs. I'm blessed. Alright, I'm also Joanna. Joanna, like Moana. And y'all, like, do you see this necklace right here? I made this. I made this in my medals class last semester, okay? I would have never been able to make it if my teacher was not an undergraduate student. Like, if she was if she wasn't a graduate student, you know? God bless, she also hinted to me that stoner culture, and I was like, oh, so you'd be down if I. So I made a marijuana necklace inspired by Flava Flav. Because you know that big clock. I actually wanted this necklace to be bigger, but unfortunately, that is not the case. But I am not really here to talk about this necklace. Although, look at the backside. There's the molecular model of THC. I'm very proud of that. So if you're a nerd, then you'll appreciate it. So yeah, I'm smart too. See, not just an art major. I have stuff in the noggin. So, speaking of smart, I'm here to talk about my roommate, in which choosing my roommate was a bad decision. Have y'all ever had a bad roommate before?
Yes.
Yeah, amazing, great, beautiful. So, I learned a really great lessons from having this person as my roommate. We met last year in marine bio class. Another smart class, y'all see. I'm smart. It was a GE. I was just getting it for the credits. And I heard we could go to the Aquarium of the Pacific for free, so I was like, let's do it! It's amazing. So I met this girl, and we were like friends, okay? And speaking of, like, weed, I smoked weed for most of the classes. Almost every class. Especially the lab classes, because 7 out of 11 of the classes were like field trips, and I brought my bong to at least maybe 50% of them. Yeah, I got high a lot. It was great. So I met this girl, and I was like, oh my god, you're so funny, it's so amazing. Next year comes this year, and I'm like, let's be roommates. Yeah, let's do it. I know you. We'll do this. It'll be amazing. It wasn't amazing. Have y'all ever seen Daria?
Yeah.
The show? Yeah. Yeah? Well, I haven't, but I know a lot of people that have, and they've described it to me. So it's like, what I can tell is that it's like a girl that's like she seems like super pessimistic, and she's like, I hate you, I hate the world, this sucks, but really has a lot of feelings and like cares, So I thought she was gonna be like that, but she was just a cold-hearted bitch. Actually just pessimistic and a fucking cunt. And I thought we'd be cool because like we smoked weed. Wrong. So wrong. I am a person that is like food insecure when I'm in college because I didn't have a job, I just got one, but haven't started yet, so still broke. So I'm like food insecure and like money insecure, so both of those things. And she just had a lot of snacks, like displayed on her side of the room. She had fruit roll-ups, like Oreos, chips, yummy chips, like Doritos and Funyuns. Oh my god, delicious, delectable treats. And it happened a few times in the weekend where I may have had a couple snacks here and there. Oh my gosh. One of the weekends I get back, the week starts, and I come back to the dorms, and there are these passive-aggressive notes in the room. One by the snacks says, "Do not touch my snacks," in all capital letters with underlined in the snacks. Exclamation point, exclamation point. And I was like, and then I looked, and then by the drinks, by her drinks, it said, "Do not touch my drinks," in all capital letters with the underlined exclamation point, exclamation point. And I was like, why couldn't you just, talk to me? Like, if she had just talked to me and been like, hey, I noticed some of my stuff I would have been like, yeah, sorry, I was really high and I couldn't help myself, so I'm so sorry about that. I would have totally, come clean, but no, I got passive aggressive, or more like very aggressive notes. And then while I was vacuuming in the room, I found another note that said, "Do not touch," in all capital letters. And it was on the top of this jar of these lychee fruit jellies. It's like Jello and then pieces of lychee inside or pieces of fruit. Oh my god, they're so good. But it said do not touch, and I didn't know that was there. Like, she hid it behind the desk. Do you know what I mean? I'm vacuuming. When I vacuum, I'm like, I clean the floor. Like, I'm like, if your side is ugly, bitch, I'll clean your side. I'm sorry, I can't look at that. There's gonna be spiders living in there, and I don't know what's gonna, like, breed down there. Like, please, no, I need to clean it. I also really love the sound of vacuuming. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful sound. Anyways, so I told her, I'm like, hey, I'm food insecure, and I talked to her about that. And next, she goes away weekend, comes back, and there's just this big sparkly red bag, okay, and it's filled with snacks. And I'm like, great. I'm like, thank you so much, so amazing. And if I wasn't a stoner, I would have lasted. All of those snacks would have lasted more than a day. It was, I had 2 sessions, that's the term for smoking weed with people, and got munchies both times and finished all the food. I did not, I regretted it the next morning, but you know what, it's okay. Delicious, delectable treats. And then another week goes by, okay, and she gives me, I get another gift bag, okay, and I'm like, oh, what's this? It's fucking plastic plates, or like paper plates, bowls, utensils, and I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? Because I've asked to borrow a cup just once before, because I'm like, I'm sorry I don't have a mug available. They're all in use with like my pens and pencils and scissors and whatever, like, if there's a cup around, I'm gonna put something in it. Like, I have a lot of pens and pencils and eyeliner and makeup brushes and, you know, you get the whole gist. But, so that's of annoying things. And another, okay, remember how I said I smoked weed with her? Okay, so I'm chilling in the room, just vaping, okay? And it's with a wax pen, okay? And, she's like, can you not? Like, I can smell it. And I'm okay, like, can you not do that in here? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we've smoked together. I thought you were cool. And she's like, it just makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, the smell? And she's like, yeah, the smell makes me. I'm like, okay, get it. So I go to the weed shop, King's Crew. Shout out to King's Crew in Long Beach. Love you guys. Best place. Matthew, you slay. He's the owner. I go there and I get a flavored cartridge, okay? I got strawberry cough, okay? Sure, this is not this, and this one doesn't smell like weed, okay? It smells like strawberries, and after some coughing, but still lots of strawberries, okay? And I take a hit and I blow it, and she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, she's like, did you just smoke? And I'm like, yeah, LOL. Like, high off my ass. Like, yeah, I did. And she's like, I can smell it. I'm like, no, you can't. It doesn't smell like weed, bitch. It smells like strawberries. And maybe it did smell like weed. I've just been smoking weed for such a long time that maybe I was the problem. So, I totally understand that. There was another morning. It's wild. I was just, when you read the news in the morning. How much time?
Like less than 20 seconds.
Oh my god, damn. Well, I can talk about. There was a fire in my building. I'll talk about the fire. There was a fire in my building, and my roommate's first instincts were to wake up the 2 other suite mates, open the hallway, smell the smoke, tell them, hey, like, guys, there's a fire, we're supposed to evacuate, LOL, and then go to sleep. And I found out the next morning from the building group chat. Did you guys know there was a fire? Like, they're like, the fire. I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, you didn't know? I'm like, huh. Yeah, my roommate left me to die. So I am Yoanna, like Moana, and y'all can find me on Instagram at Yoanna_Yas. That's YOANNA _YASSS. Yes, bitches, let's do this. Woo!
I love you.
Give it up for Yoanna! All right, guys. We're doing it. We are doing it. We're gonna bring up another comedian in the room. This room right now, not one of our hundreds of viewers. I had this comedian written down twice. I had Will and then I had long haired dude. Did not know they were the same, and I'm glad. Let's give it up for Will, you guys.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Where's the guy that thought I was from Canada? I don't know. We have some real Canadians. I've been mistaken for Wayne Gretzky, but I don't even think anybody in here knows who that is. Or you do? All right, I look like him, right? A little bit, not so much anymore. And we have my brother Shaggy here, but I don't think you look as much like Shaggy as I do. The one I get all the time, though, is Tony Hawk, but I think you look more like Tony Hawk than I do. Oh, man. Yeah, 50-year-old Shaggy. That's kind of pathetic. Yeah. 50, you hit it and you get body ailments. That's what happens. I have arthritis in one toe. And all of a sudden I started going to the bathroom all night long. So my wife was like, go to the doctor. Went to the doctor and I said, hey, doc, I got these problems, help me. He said, no problem, compression socks. I was like, what? For both? He goes, yeah. One for your toe, one for your penis. Oh, man. It worked. Got them both on right now. Yeah, the thing my wife didn't like that really is the snoring. The snoring didn't wake her up, but she'd have a problem hearing people in her dreams talk. She'd always be like, what? What? Can you stop your motorcycle or turn off your chainsaw? Until she realized, oh, that was me snoring in the background. I also got one of those, what's it called, a CPAP? You know, a big schnozzle thing you put on your face. Yeah. I don't know how. Yeah, schnozzle. That's what it's a new marketing thing. That's your schnozzle, right? Yeah, I made up that when I was really pissed off because I don't know if it works or not, but my wife said my breath has definitely improved. So I don't know. Sometimes in the morning, I'll wake up and I'll be floating from the ceiling because it didn't go in my lungs but in my belly. So she'll just pull me down. It'll be like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, burp. Oh man. Then what happened? I mean, yeah, 50, just bodily ailments. 40, you'll find out it just gets worse. You're gonna hit that midlife crisis. The drugs, the alcohol skyrocket. You're not going to get out of bed. Unemployment. You know, I don't even know if you have a job right now. And, that beard. So she eventually was like, "All right, I'm going to open up a business, and you're going to work with me, and do something. You can still do drugs, and anyway, let's just assume I got off everything." And I was like, well, you know, I couldn't say anything because I'm unemployed. But all day, every day, with your wife, just, it's numbing. And then we'd get home from work, and, you know, she'd be like, God, I work with this asshole. And I'd be like, oh my God, me too, this bitch. And it's a childcare. And we're actually down the street. That's how I saw this place. I was like, you know, no, me, kids, no, it's not going to happen. She goes, don't worry anything. You just do other stuff, and I'll deal with the kids, and we'll make money. All right, so I called up my buddy, and I said, hey, you know, Carol thought of this thing. We're going to open up childcare. He goes, what? That's terrible. I can't think of anything worse, nor a worse person to do it. I mean, you're awful. And I'm just like, oh, I mean, I have kids, and I don't even know if I like them. So she talked me into it, and we started it, and the kids aren't the bad part, it's the parents. Especially the ones that have a service to trade. We had this one art director, or
That's what she said. Her name was Shakuntala. All she did was right? All she did was put the cunt in Shakuntala. Yeah. I mean, that's what my kid said.
Wow.
We did have one woman that had a good plan, though. This woman, Kimmy, she said, all right, I'm going to get these moms in shape. And I was like, all right, sounds good to me. She goes, but I have one confession to make. She goes, I used to do adult films. And I said, this is a service we can definitely trade for. It's like, all right, let me just see what I'm trading for. Did you have a stage name or films I can reference? She was like, not going to get it, and you're kind of creepy. Oh, man. Very sexually energized, just too much hip thrusting in that. She had to go. Not for the moms. Vigorous. Man, she could thrust hips all day. What did we learn? I guess I came away from it. Well, the first part was, I looked at the books after a few months and I realized we were more of a non-profit. About a year into it, who am I bullshitting? We were a goddamn charity. I had to get a second job to fund this charity. So basically, I was funding other people's child care. So, if you own a child care, one of three things will happen. You'll either end up in a 12-step program, broke, or a mental institution. And I guess I'm an overachiever because I did all three. Then when you get out, and you're broke, and you got to think of things to do that don't cost anything, very fun thing you can do here in LA is go to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. That's a Sunday afternoon with the family. You're all in there, and I just have to warn the kids, look, this is dinner. Catch that funeral over there and act like you know him. I just walk up there and think of my life, and I just start crying. I just be like, oh my God. And I grab food, put it in my jacket. Oh, man. And they have some nice tombstones in there. We went there a lot. I got to see all the tombstones. The best were the husband and wife ones, right next to each other. And he died first, because he looked fucking miserable. He'd just be sitting there like this, and then her tombstone, there she is with that smile, the ball buster. No, till death do us part. I got you. You're here for infinity. Because if he died first, she'd be there, and he'd probably be in another cemetery in another state, just to get away from her. I guess I'm painting a bad picture of wives. My wife's not that bad. She is the most caring, loving, I don't know how you put it. She's obsessed with the Manson family. Yeah, you guys, all about it. You guys know about Wojciech Frankowski? No, he was involved. I know all about Wojciech Frankowski. I came home the other night, and she was getting ready for bed, as she always does, and put on that murder mystery podcast. And I always fall asleep, and it was one about the Hells Angels, and my dreams always go in there. And I was just like, I woke up thinking, I was pledging for the Sam Burdue chapter of the Hells Angels. And they do some fucked up shit, and I was right in the middle of it. Oh, man. Then what happened? Yeah, well, my oldest son's really good at baseball. I didn't play baseball, but I like to think I had a really good hand in making him good. When he was little, I was unemployed, so I used to be able to take him to all these events. We'd go up to the baseball mountain, I'd get a bucket of balls, a bucket of beers, and just pitch to him. I wasn't any good, and he'd eventually complain to me, "Are you trying to hit me?" It's baseball, it's over the plate, you're gonna have to hit sometimes. He'd be like, then quit throwing beer bottles and throw a ball. He'd get up there in the game. He's now on varsity, and I think you told me last time, a full count. It's a 2-3-3-2 thing. 3-2. There we go. I still don't know. And everybody goes, all right, full count. Gotta protect.
I still have no idea what that means either, but I hear it a lot. But I'll just go, Nicholas, $20 says you strike out. And he'll just go, Dad, not gonna happen. And $100 says you're drunk. He's on second base now, and I'm $120 in the hole. I have another kid. Forgot about him. We'll just leave it. I'll save him for next time. All right, WYL with 1L _ CABLK. At anything.
I'd like to say. Oh, thanks, man. Oh. Not mine.
All right, guys, when you said Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, we all thinking the same thing? Will in the purple jacket, looking like Gene Wilder. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you my dad? My middle name's Gene. I played with Okay. I'm gonna bring up one of our last comics of the night. She is fantastic. She is brand fucking new. She's behind the computer. Her name is Monica. Let's give it up for the one, the only Monica. You didn't know it, Monica.
The first time I ever watched porn was in a public theater. Why are you laughing? I was 17. It was my freshman year of college. I was hanging out with some of my friends, and we were talking about what kind of porn we were into. I said I never watched porn. They called me a liar. I said I was being serious. They called me a loser. We were doing our thing that night. It was a little after midnight, and it was blizzarding really hard in North Carolina, so we thought it was a good idea to get ice cream. And then, we get our ice cream, and my friend's like, hey, porn in the dorm theater right now, and nobody objected. We go back to our dorm, get the HDMI cord, the popcorn, the snacks, real porn watching food, as they do. And we get into this big ass theater, and I watch porn for the first time. And I don't really remember what exactly we watched, but I do remember it was like the ice cream I had, vanilla, and difficult on the stomach. And after the whole thing, my friend and I, we sat outside my dorm just laughing hysterically about the whole thing because, my sheltered ass had never seen dick like that before, and I thought I'd seen it all. I watched Euphoria. And during that, hour or so, this kid from my math class walked in, this really, bubbly, optimistic guy. He was like, hey, Monica! But do you want to know the worst part about that whole affair? I thought I was straight at the time. Summer of 2022 was kind of like my lesbian awakening, as I like to call it. And when I tell people that, they're always like, oh, when did you know? When did it all click? When did you make the switch like I was switching to Geico? When did you turn lesbian? When did you turn into an asshole? And those questions have always really frustrated me because it's never one singular event, it's never one single moment. It's not like, you look at a picture of Margot Robbie one day and it's presto lesbo. It's not how it works. It's not a spell that gets cast on you like Wingardium Lesbiosa. That's not how it works. It's actually pronounced Lesbiosa. For a while I thought I was straight, maybe bi. I was very closeted. So what did I do? I took a Kinsey test, which, if you don't know what that is, the Kinsey test is like a BuzzFeed How Gary quiz, but it's peer-reviewed, so it must be true. And I was doing research on the guy who created it, Alfred Kinsey. And Alfred Kinsey is regarded to be the most prominent American sexologist in history. And a lot of his work was really instrumental in liberating aspects of female sexuality. He developed the Kinsey test while doing research on the mating habits of wasps, and at this point you're like, Monica, all research in the 30s were done on white people. Not those kinds of wasps. He was literally studying the birds and the bees. And you think all that sexual liberation work is great until you learn that Kinsey used to film his subjects doing sex acts in his attic for his research. And he'd give the justification that this sexual experimentation was necessary for him to build confidence in his subjects, which is a lot like if you went to your therapist and said I had thoughts of harming myself, and your therapist was like, prove it, and let me vlog it. It's one of those things that rub you the wrong way, like Civil War reenactors or Lubriderm. And not only was this very ethically corrupt, it was just plain bad science. It was later revealed 40 years later that Kinsey based a good chunk of his data from a single pedophile, which he marketed as coming from several sources. And the pedophile was like, yeah, because I did it with multiple kids. It was great. But in science, basing your data off of one source is a lot like buying a Groupon deal for a bungee jumping trip in the middle of forest based off of one customer review. Yeah, I did it with multiple kids. It was great. So I took the Kinsey test, and the scale is from 0 to 6, 0 being completely or extremely heterosexual, 6 being extremely homosexual. At the time, I scored a 2 out of 6, which meant my head and shoulders were gay, like the shampoo. I recently retook the quiz, and I scored a 5 out of 6, so my feet are just hanging on to heteronormativity right now. Sometimes I feel it in my big toe. That's why I wear orthotics, as you can see here. So just a big. 2 big gay feet, straight feet, my bad. And once I was a bit more comfortable with my sexuality, the first thing I wanted to do was get a haircut. And I recently got this haircut. Oh, thanks. Oh my god. But it took me multiple stages to get there. You know, I started off as lesbian Hosier, and then I went to lesbian Matthew Gray Gubler, and then I went to lesbian Keanu Reeves, and now I look like lesbian Jungkook. Who knows where I'll go next? When I wash my hair, my older sibling would always tell me I look like I'm from West Side Story, which is fine by me because I feel pretty and witty and gay. But yes, I put the homo in sophomore. I subscribe to the Lesbitarian Church. I want to take a girl to Greece so we can visit the island of Lesbos. When the lady at Chipotle asked me if my burrito bowl needs more beans, I say no. I want less beans. That was a joke for lesbians and people on low FODMAP diets. You're welcome. Glad to be a voice for your community. Thank you so much. That's my time.
Guys, give it up for Monica. That was fucking amazing. That was amazing. Okay, we're gonna end the live right now. We're gonna have one little special after show for you guys, but for you folks at home, I am so sorry. You're gonna have to pull your pants up, exit the browser, and look yourself in the fucking mirror, because why are you gentlemen? Why aren't you here? This has been the LA School of Comedy.
Yeah.